Yeah. Is everybody coming in? Is everybody moving in? Yeah? We're starting to get people coming in the class. All right, all right. How's everybody doing? We're about to get started. I got to set up a few more things. So in the meantime, we're going to watch this DDFM crew rider do some amazing parking lot practice. All right, look at it. Just watch. Krzysztof Mikalski. Good job, man. Woo. Yeah. Hi. How you doing, guys? Yeah. That thumbnail's real. It's real. That's what we're going to be covering today. Remember, we do have a little bit of homework. Getting some easy stuff out there for you. Newbie looking good on his new bike. Woo-wee. 82, how you doing? How you doing? Samantha, how you doing? Ah, short-lived. That's cool. That's cool. Working on some things myself. Probably for the same stuff. From Brazil, Jim Sweet, how you doing? How you doing? Dude, he's doing a great job on that thing. How you guys doing? We're gonna have a great class. Did you see what I tagged you on this? No. Been really busy dealing with some troubleshooting with my kid's computer today. Div Yanshu, sorry. Damn. Messed that up. Jose, just passed your HD Riding Academy. Ooh, you probably had a ton of fun. Yeah. Ton of fun. We're gonna get started pretty soon. Awesome, Samantha. Yeah, I know. Hashtag vague. I'm also working on an agency to work with the voices that you sent me. So there's no rush. No rush. Just making sure everything looks good. Make sure you guys sign in by clicking that like button to get it going. I'm gonna move the mic around. Let me see if you, or tell me if you can hear it. Did you hear it at all right there? Trey Williams, AEMT Day. Oh yeah, that's I forgot they changed it to that. I was like, ooh, you got IMT or EMTI. Oh damn. How you doing, man? Firefighter. I hope you're being safe. Hope you're being safe out there. There's some crazy stuff going on. Perfect. Little crackle. Okay. How about if I walk around? If I'm walking around with the mic in my hand, do you guys hear anything? Let me know. Does it sound weird? Is it crackling? Because I'm just doing this. How you doing? How you doing? Oh, it looks like we got to get going. We got to get going. Sounds good. So I'm going to be holding the mic around instead of using the one that you rookies have been chewing on. Okay, so I'm just going to be holding this one around. So obviously I got a cable. It's not as cool looking, but we're going to get going. So how do you sign in, JKC? You click that like button. If you click that like button, you get credit for today's class. All right, guys. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to head to the classroom. We're in the lobby right now. Thank you for sending in that video. Great parking lot practice. Amazing job. Happy New Year's to you, James. Happy New Year to you. We're going to get into the class real quick. Make sure you guys grab a seat, and we're going to get this started. All right, come follow me. Let's go. Woo-wee. Tyler H., you learned a lot. Let me know how does it sound right now? Because now I'm able to keep, and I'm going to work on the audio. Don't worry. Right now I'm not monitoring it because I get too distracted. Too many audio noises kind of mess me up. So I like to keep it only one. So whenever I edit, I can, figure it out. Is it crystal clear? Does it sound like I'm in a big room, or do I have to get a little closer? Does this sound better? Let me know. Back here, right here. Back here, right here. Which one do you like? The back here's or right here's? Well, welcome to today's class. We're going to get going. Click that sign in. You like the closer, Alexis? You like the closer? You like it down here? All right, that might be a problem then. Might have to put it back up on the main one. Back there? What's up here? Which one? Which one did I say it was? Back here. So this is back here. Down here. Back here. Down here, Fairweather. Back here. Let me know. Whew. We're gonna get this going, guys. Don't worry. So back here, down here, back here. All right, all right, all right. We're gonna get it going, guys. Don't worry. Don't worry. I'll mess with the audio. That way I don't have this thing kind of sticking out. More solid middle ground. Yeah, I know. Aaron, sorry, man. How you doing? I mean, I just don't want to have this thing sticking out all the time. You know what I mean? All right. So let's get to the AAR section. Where are we going over this right here? Sound works from both. Let's see what it sounds like. Let's go ahead and bring this up. Let's see. Let's see. How does it sound right here, Daniel? Hey, it sounds pretty good. How you doing, man? What's going on? What's going? Oh my gosh. All right, enough of that. Gosh. All right, enough of that. Oh man. Oh man. Whew. I had a little too much fun there. We're having a little too much fun. But we're going to be going over this. This is a Moto Stars crash compilation. You guys know what we do here. We go over these motorcycle crashes and we try to figure out what happened. Now, what I'm going to try to do differently for Thursday's class is I'm going to try to power through a lot of them. So on Thursday's class, we're going to announce the winners of the December gear giveaway. So if you're entered into the gear giveaway, we're going to be announcing the December winners. Now we're still adding more. So we got the January giveaway going on right now. So if you want to enter to win that, please, please, please do so. There's that link right there. What else do we have? Oh, the special thing about Thursday outside of announcing the gear giveaway winners is that we have like 30 something user submitted videos. You guys sent them in. I put them all in one video and we're going to be going over those crashes and close calls from you guys that you sent in. So if you want to submit your own crashes, close calls, or even your parking lot practice. So today's practice in the front lobby, that was sent in from one of you guys. So we got some cool things happening. Some really cool things happening. I can't wait to share everything with you. Get a little too excited. Can't brief. You like the beard? Is it on point? I think so. I think so. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get going. Let's go ahead and get my pen out just in case I want to go ahead and write some things. Essay, how you doing? Carolina, how you doing? Beard, Alexis, there you go. Beard on point. Ooh, baby. Looking good, looking good. I love having a beard. All right. We can remind me later on that. Let's do this. Let's move this around. Let's do this. There you go. Make that a little bigger for me. We're going to get started, guys. Don't worry. We're still letting people come in. Remember, we got 160 people in here right now, but only 78 likes. In order to get for credit for today's class, you got to hit that like button to sign in. I took the basic course 3 times, learned something every time. Yeah. I mean, I've taken the basic and I've taught the basic many times. So you'll learn something new. Learn something new. There we go. I think Scarlett's got it. Essay, how you doing? Area code, how you doing? Great moderator team. Whew. You're like my writer aid coaches. What is it called? I don't remember. Anyways, we're going to get going. Let's do it. Alright, so we're going to be moving forward here.
And running a red light ended poorly for this biker, fortunately without any serious injuries.
Okay, we'll just let him talk a little bit. So he's doing a U-turn really wide. Didn't need that much room, so we need to practice our U-turns right there. So whenever MotoStars talks, we're going to let him talk a little bit. So we have problems with any vehicles that want to come out. There's no center line. Oh, there it is. And what do you guys think happened there? Were we paying attention? Were we completely zoned in or zoned out? Yellow or white stage? Let me know what you guys think could have been the issue there. Yeah, Samantha, I think those train tracks might have tripped them up. I don't think there's any more of that. So we'll just go ahead and go back to that point. Maybe the train tracks did trip them up.
Any serious injuries.
That's tough. So just based off of that, let's go ahead and take a look a little bit more at the U-turn itself.
Fortunately, without any.
So right here is the moment you can actually start your U-turn. This is the main reason why you practice your U-turn in a parking lot, so you don't fumble it while you're trying to do it with traffic and a bunch of other factors around. You notice the cars everywhere. You have possible pedestrians. You know, you have the train tracks. So you want to be as good as possible out in the parking lot, do your U-turns, get them really tight. And then from there, if the train tracks mess you up, you still have a pretty dang tight turn. But right here, this is what I want you guys to do. So he does the head look. Now, before you even get to this point, you're already checking, left, right, left, right, wherever you're at, depending, because, which way traffic comes first. So you already kind of have the traffic situated. You're not moving until you know it's safe to move. So he should have already known it's safe to move. So he's looking right now. It's like, okay, that guy grabbed our attention. That vehicle right there might have grabbed our attention. We're a little concerned about that. So cool. Right here, we can still straighten it up and apply the brakes if we had to. So this is right here. That is the head movement. I want you to get really far into that head movement. Get in there. Head on the shoulder. Okay? Your chin on the shoulder. Seriously, look through the turn. Do that. So this right here is what I want you to have all the way through the turn. You notice how his focal point is like right here. Okay, so you can kind of look, you're kind of side-eyeing a little bit. That focal point is right there. That's where I want you to look. I want you to look where you want to go. You don't want to go over here. You don't want to go right here. You don't want to go here. You need to look at this one right here. Look at that spot. Now, what's going to trip them up is you're going to look right again. Anybody else coming? And that's going to shift your body weight a little bit and your shoulders a little bit. Now we're looking where we need to go. So this right here is where we want to go. So let's look right there. Now we got to turn the handlebars too, counterweight a little bit. It's all in your class. We also have it on Motorcycle Training Concepts if you want to check it out. Now we shouldn't be going this wide. Now probably a little bit wide because we're like, oh man, we got a manhole cover. Let's go around it. We should be going this way. We should be already up in here, but that's perfectly fine. That's not what's going to cause the problem. I just wanted to emphasize a little bit of that. I have a big problem with being this close to any parked vehicles like this. You never know if any of these vehicles are going to come out, and you can't see anything. So we got line of sight. You also have sun in our eyes. So a factor, an environmental factor, could be the sun blinding us. Now take a look at this right here. We have a huge gap. Okay, we have a huge gap between the vehicles. We have we have a vehicle right here, and then a vehicle right here. What's that gap right there? Let's see if I can get it. What's that gap right there? Typically, that's going to be an intersection or a break in the buildings. So if there's ever a break in the buildings, why is there ever a break? It's to allow vehicles to go in and out or pedestrians go in and out. So that's putting me in orange stage. So that's the moment we see the side of the vehicle. Okay, that's pretty scary. So what can we do in this situation? We should start applying some clutch and some brake and then trying to stop. We have plenty of stopping distance right here for the speed we're doing, but if we can't, we need to go ahead and swerve. So that's a big thing. So finding your escape paths, maintaining good speed. This is the moment we reacted. We need to be more aware, a lot more aware, so we can cut down our perception and reaction time. Because right now, we haven't even applied any brake pressure. Let's see when we apply. Okay, this is the moment we can start our braking distance from here to the car. Not enough room. So in order to increase that braking distance, in order to increase it completely, we have to reduce our perception reaction. So we need to be quicker on finding hazards, and then we need to be quicker on the skill movement of squeezing. And then from there, we can have good braking distance. Slowing it down will help out your braking distance, but you know, we waited too long on this one. Maybe we're zoned out, maybe we got blinded, we don't know. But the bad thing is it did end into a crash. And with that, make sure you wear full gear. Hopefully it's going to minimize or mitigate any injuries that you have, and you're able to walk away from this. But you know, I don't think he wanted a crash, so we can't be causing or saying anything bad about him. Alright, so we're gonna move on this one. Whoa! There's nothing you could have done on that one. Holy crap. I wonder what kind of view is this. I think this is the windscreen. See, this is what I like though. I'm gonna point out the one thing I liked about this, and I want you guys to do this specifically. Alright, so let's go back just a little bit. So let's say we're riding, we kind of see it within our mirrors, and we try our best to get out of the way. Okay, let's say we couldn't do anything, we did exactly this, and the person just did exactly here. This is the point I want to make. Okay, so let's pretend we never got hit, which is what happened here. We didn't get hit. We did get hit, hopefully we have gear. I think you guys understand that. But we couldn't solve this problem. We wouldn't have been able to do anything. This guy was hauling ass, okay? So let's say we saw that. As soon as you see that, you're like, okay, rolling off the throttle. I'm going to go ahead and just sit back and watch. I'm going to be like, you know, no, okay, sitting back. I'm going to watch you act like a dum-dum. Let's see what happens. Are you going to crash? Cool, go ahead and crash. I got a trauma kit in the back, and I'll go ahead and help you out once you finalized your speed or your crash and you're going to stop. So what he did here was great. Let's go ahead. There you go. Come on, man. So he's just slowing it down, just kind of getting out of the way. Look at the person over here swerved, tried to get out of the way. Everyone's just like, whoa, 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 whoa. Stay this far back, and then that way you can approach the scene from a safe angle while everything's kind of settled down. Kind of like sitting in your back against in a restaurant and just watching everybody come into the restaurant. I use that metaphor all the time. Do that.
Although it's hard to understand the driver's behavior, the biker showed some great patience here.
Okay. I would not be right here. I would just go. I would just go to straight and go around all this stuff. He's backing up into you. Move out of the way.
What?
Get out of the way. Get out of the way. It doesn't matter what he's doing.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
She dropped a receipt. There we go. So that person just couldn't make that turn. Alright, so that whole issue right there. Now, this is something that can happen to you, and this is pretty common whether you're in a car or not. I actually saw this when I was in Sedona recently, and somebody was doing a 27-point turn like Austin Powers, and they kept just tapping the freaking car that they were trying to get around. They scratched some paint on that. So my biggest fear when it comes to this is that this person right here is just going to try to creep as much possible back, and then boom, hit you. You fall over. your 400, 500-pound bike lands on your ankle, it lands on your tib fib, breaks it, hairline fracture, whatever, and now you have to deal with that. Just so you can sit here. Now, if our goal is to keep going and go that way where everyone else is going, how about we just go this way first? You know? How about we just go up here and go around? I mean, come on, guys. It's a parking lot. We're having fun. We already know parking lot practice. We could do our stuff. It's not a big deal. Let's see if I can adjust this light. Let's see. Let's see. Quick segue to some lighting. There we go. I think I look good. Yeah. So that's what I would do in that case. That's what I would do. Sedona is real nice.
Although it's hard to understand the driver's behavior, the biker showed some great patience here.
So hard to understand. Motostars, thank you for the commentary. It's hard to understand the driver's behavior. I don't think anyone here in class has a hard time trying to figure out what the heck is going on. I think what's happening here is that this car driver can't make the turn because they feel like their front bumper is getting very close to that curb, which has that yellow barrier thing. So they don't want to hurt their own vehicle, but the problem is they're going to keep backing up. And what do? We have to Flintstone it and back up, right? We have to like go backwards with our feet. And how stable is that? How quick can you do that? Not very quick. So very important to just go ahead and get out of there if you had to. You know, you could just do a quick little U-turn if you had to. We could do that, guys, with good practice. I think you can. But just watch. This is my big fear. This happened to me actually at a Bank of America. They just kept creeping out and hit my Sportster in the front tire.
What?
Thankfully, nothing bad happened, but I couldn't get out of the way.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
See, on this right here, when he's like, what are you doing? What are you doing? You guys should already know. Maybe you can creep back a little bit to allow that space. Be a courteous driver.
What are you doing?
All right, move on. All right, what do you guys think is going to happen here? We got some good leather. All right, watch out. We're getting closer to that vehicle. Pedestrian. Okay. All right. Well, my big issue here. All right, we're going to pull one thing from most of these videos is that you see the pedestrian right there. We're not adjusting our speed whatsoever. So here's the pedestrian. We're still kind of in line getting ready for him. And we didn't adjust our speed. We didn't make it easier for this pedestrian. What if this pedestrian decided to stop right there and we had our hand up? So I think he puts his hand up. Let's see. So let's say the pedestrian decided to stop right there because he couldn't go, because maybe this person all of a sudden stopped. Everyone's like, oh, what's going to go? What's happening? What's happening? So what are you going to do when you have one hand off? Are you good with swerving with one hand? Okay, cool. If you are, where are you going to swerve? You're going to swerve into the curb? You're going to swerve right? What are you going to do? So in this situation, the main primary control that you could utilize to help out a ton is this thing right here, that front brake. Use your front brake, roll off the throttle, allow that person out. Because at the end of the day, you know, we see people hitting deers all the time and they're getting destroyed. Imagine hitting this person, right? All right, guys, come on. Let's not do stupid stuff like this. Not worth it. Yeah.
60 miles per hour on a narrow
Blind spot area. Okay, now we're getting into town with pedestrians and traffic. Side of the vehicle. Brake. Good swerve because you couldn't stop in time. Good job. Amazing. We're gonna just go real quick, briefly on that. All right, let's go back a little bit. That was amazing. So here's the thing. I'm trying to explain some of the things that I kind of go through, and I'm going to get back into doing some ride along with DanDanTheFireman on motorcycle training concepts. We have some amazing ideas for that channel too, by the way. We're going to get started real soon. We're just really finalizing a lot of things. The main thing here is that with the ride-alongs, I vocalize what it is I'm seeing and what it is I'm doing while riding. So right here, I'm trying to influence you guys in the terms of, hey, we're getting closer to some buildings, okay? With buildings, there's people, right? Nobody just, that's what buildings are for. They're supposed to house people and stuff. So we're going from an area of farm fields where it's kind of good vision, where nobody's really out and about, and then all of a sudden we're getting into buildings where there's people. There's people, especially with the road, there's going to be cars. Especially with the road and cars, there's parking lots, people are walking, pedestrians. So you have a multitude of things. That's how I do things in my brain. So right here, I'm in yellow stage, but I'm just about to get into orange stage because I'm getting closer and closer and closer to the buildings. especially with this intersection right here. This is also a blind turn right here. So I don't know what's around it. There could be a pedestrian going across the street. We don't know. So I'm kind of rolling off the throttle. It shows that he's going about 50. I'd probably go, I'd maintain the 50, maybe go to 45. And the reason why I'm going down to 45 is because I rolled off the throttle and I'm just kind of coasting with the good engine speed and then maybe getting ready for that front brake. So we're going to get closer and closer. I see the headlights, okay? It's a common thing in a common situation. They're in their path, My only concern is they're going to turn in front of me. I don't see that as an issue right now. We're going to keep moving forward right here. Moto starters, be quiet. So now I see this right here, side of the vehicle. This is that pattern I'm always telling you guys about. So as soon as you see this, thankfully back there, we rolled off the throttle and went 45 and we're covering that brake, right? Orange stage. So that's why I want you to I want you to be ready and prep for it. There you go, Daniel. Jeez, can't even speak right now. But as soon as you see this, okay, what are we going to do? If he pulls out right now, what are we going to do? Can we stop? Probably not. Maybe not at this speed. So this is the one thing I really like what North Yorkshire biker did. So here's the moment he starts braking, realizing, oh man, I can't freaking stop in time. I really can't. What can I do? What are my escape paths? Well, if I swerve right now, I'm going to hit this vehicle. So I'm going to have to get up here at least and swerve right. Now, this vehicle is obviously going this way, so this gap right here is going to increase. But the main thing here is I can't swerve right now. It looks like he's trying to. Now, this person is obviously going to go into this lane, right? Because that's kind of the point, or their nose is pointed this way. So it's going to take them a while to get out of our path of travel. We're going to hit them if we don't do something. So I really like the fact that he saw this and all he did was move into the other lane. Because, guys, think about it. Driver behavior. What are they trying to do? Is this driver trying to go from here to here and go that way in this lane? Or is he trying to get in this lane? So this is when you can really understand what they're trying to do. If they try to do this, they want to stay in this lane. So that means this lane is open over here to the right. Take it. Take it, take it, take it. Be purposeful in your movements. You have to. This is a red stage maneuver. He did a great job with his red stage. Action time, okay? Actively engaged in emergency response. Did a great job. But right here, scary, scary, scary. Did a great job here. I just wanted to show it. Let's watch it one more time and then we're gonna move on.
Drives onto the road and doesn't bother looking.
Great job. Great job.
Ow.
Now get back into your lane because you got cars coming. Good job. That is a good swerve. That is something that you should strive for if you're ever in an emergency situation. I hope you're never in one though, okay?
You absolute tosser.
Oh, we got more? Okay. Watch out for the wet roads too. He did a swerve. Here's another side of the vehicle. Okay, did good. Oh, okay. Whatever. Yeah, don't do that. That's pointless. You could get rear-ended doing that. You can get rear-ended doing that, guys. If the driver stopped to look before pulling out, he would see me and the BMW behind me here. I understand that. Now, you also have to think about, your line of sight problems. The cager, I guess I see in the chat, probably did look. Remember, we have that motion-induced blindness. We have an inattentional blindness. So I'm not too concerned with this. I'm only concerned with what the biker did and what he was able to do to get himself out of a dangerous situation. All right, yeah. Okay, well, we got a little after-action review here. So this is his perspective. Let's go ahead. Let's kind of go over it. 56 miles per hour. There is no time for me to stop without him okay, at this. Okay, there you go. Good job. All right. It's cool to have your own after-action review. Non-issue at this point. As long as you get yourself out of the situation, I don't care. All right, so we're gonna get into the nighttime. That's a yeah. Oh. Robbie's reviews. Yeah, man, this was actually sent in. So we're gonna skip this one. So I'm just gonna play it real quick. We're gonna skip it because we're actually gonna go over this one on Thursday. So what he says is a lagging left arrow. He decided to not go just in case, because green doesn't always mean go. That dude just blew through the red light. We're going to go over that Thursday. He actually sent that in to me. I got a little more information on that one. All right, I am not
Here's another
invisible.
situation where despite the difficult conditions on the road, the driver wants to test the biker's skills.
No, nobody's testing nobody's skills. Watch out for roundabout side of the vehicles. Always a lane merging issues. Why do you think? Oh, good job. Hey, he got himself out of that situation. That's all I care about. Time suppression. Welcome, baby. Veteran crew member. Woo. Yeah, check your pants after that one. There you go. Check your pantalones. All right, so on this one, now roundabouts are huge in the UK. Okay, they're all over the place. Let's go ahead and do this. There we go. So roundabouts are huge in the UK. The one thing that you really got to watch out for in roundabouts is lane mergers. Now, with T intersections or cross intersections, you have to worry about path of travel, and it's literally like a T-bone issue. You have a lot of angular crashes here. So this is a lot safer for car drivers, but even with an angular crash for a motorcyclist, it's still very deadly. So very, very scary. So what this motorcycle rider did was very good. We're going to let Moto Stars go ahead and talk.
The driver wants to test the biker's skills.
So it wasn't he wanted to test. I love how he's framing a lot of these things, and that's fine. You know, that's what they do. But my main concern are with any of these junctions right here. So you have right here, you have side of the vehicle. These people want to come in at the same time as you. Now that could be scary because they usually don't follow the rules. They jump into your lane. They do all those stupid things. So this is why you should always be in orange stage when you're in a roundabout or intersections. Now this person right here started to go. So you need to know how to modulate your speed, maybe even brake with your handlebars turned like this, okay? So you might have to. So we have the horn going on right now. Now the horn, it's not going to solve many problems. It might have pushed that person out of the way. So why do you think this person right here decided to go? It's probably because that person went, I'm going to go when this person went. How many times have you guys have been on it at an intersection and it's red lights for you? You're in to go straight. Now you have somebody, all of a sudden it's a left green arrow, the left lane starts moving. All of a sudden, because it's red for you, it's an arrow for them, all of a sudden your line starts to go. Because they're just following the movement of, oh, they're turning left, I'm going to go ahead and go. But it's red for you versus the green arrow for them. So it's typically I see movement, I'm going to go if they go. And that's what's happening here. So as soon as you see this person right here, that's like a warning shot. If they start going, anticipate that these other people will follow the movement because they think, oh, if they're going, it must be safe when it really isn't. So be careful. That is a good indicator of something bad could be happening pretty soon. Major Allwood, baby. Welcome to the veteran crew. Welcome back. Got a pink beard. Woo! So that's what happens there. That's why that person, I believe, started to go. Now, what do we do here? Now, I know we're probably trying to get into there, but it's a roundabout. So just keep maintaining your circle. Just keep going in circles if you have to, because an escape path could be over here where you want to go, or the escape path could be over here and just maintaining the circle. It's up to you. It's split-second decisions, but I want you guys to think about it now so that when you get into a situation like this, you're not guessing. You kind of figured it out in your brain. You play these scenarios in your brain. Welcome back, Major Allwood. Great swerve on really crappy. Look, let's go ahead and wait till he looks back. Whew, check your pants. Great swerve on the shoulder, wet, damp, leaves. Good job, man. Good job. Diana, that was an amazing swerve. Yeah, I know. And that's the thing. Don't keep riding and being agitated. Pull over. Let your endorphins and adrenaline just start to decrease and kind of get back to normal so your brain is still in the thinking mode, not the instinctual angry mode. He did a good job right here.
Switching with Chris Bliss. I was riding his RX and he was on my Huck. I was getting ready to switch back to my bike and
Super 73s, baby.
Boom! I thought I got hit by a car right there until I saw the Grinch fly right by me. And here's the angle from Dina Bliss.
All I can say.
Oh. Hey, chi.
Oh my God. Are you? Damn.
Back behind me, that's my fault. I didn't realize
Damn.
Anybody else
Are you
see
guys
what the
okay?
guy in green was doing right before the crash? E-bikes, yeah. Super 73. Matt and I want to get one.
Sorry, man.
Are you okay?
We really want to get one.
Wow.
Those are badass bikes, guys, by the way.
That's a hard. That was
Expensive.
a hard hit.
Super 73s are freaking badass. These bikes right here, they're pretty badass. Pedal assisted electric bikes. I think they go up to 35. But they're like 3 to 5 grand. Really cool bikes. Really cool bikes. Anybody see what this guy was doing right here? Anybody see what this guy was doing right before the crash? It was like zoomed in. Whoa! A little zoomed in on me. Anybody see what he was doing right before? Let's go ahead and take a look. So let's go ahead and go over it again real quick.
With Chris Bliss, I was riding his RX and he was on my Huck. I was getting ready to switch back to my bike, and then boom! I thought
Yours
I got
goes
hit
up
by a
to
car
60?
right there.
Damn.
Until I saw the Grinch fly right.
So right there. Anybody else see that? Where's his head? Where's he looking? Where's he looking? What do you think might have caused this crash? It's up on the board. Unaware, unprepared, zoned out, white staged. Completely white staged. Whew, just a little distracted. Wasn't looking where he wanted to go. Now, there's a stop sign right there. You got a stop sign. You have all your friends hanging out on the edge. Yeah. Not good. So then all of a sudden he looks forward, and that's when you see the bike start to jostle. Let's go ahead and scroll back just a little bit. Now, we're just not going to play too much. These are e-bikes, and the same concepts apply. You have your front brake, rear brake. You don't really have a clutch, but you still have to use that situational awareness. You still have to use fundamental skills, wearing protective gear. So we're going down Smart Rider stuff, right? They all crashed. What are you going to do to rescue them? Let's go ahead and use this footage to teach and mentor other riders. Boom, Smart Riders. Whew, look at that. Look at that. By the way, guys, these t-shirts, you can get them on Teespring. Links in the description. But right there, look, he's now all of a sudden looks forward. Oh, crap. That's the panic. Do you think he went from white to brown? I think so. White to brown, and there's the impact. Ay. That could be really bad. Really bad. Let's see if I can... What's the button to... There we go. It could be really bad in terms of injuries because they're not wearing full-face helmets.
I like to say.
So there's the impact. Super 73, not sponsored, but by the way, Super 73, if you're watching, can you send me 2 bikes? I'd love to do some parking lot practice and show people that they can do like bicycle stuff, electric bike stuff, motorcycle stuff in a parking lot and get the fundamental skills before moving on to maybe bigger bikes. So Super 73, come on now. Send me 2. I want 2. You'll understand why. Anyways, so he hits. They're not wearing full face helmets. This guy's not wearing a helmet. Easily destroy your face.
Oh.
Easily.
Oh my God. Are you? Damn.
Back behind me, that's my
So everybody is just kind of like, whoa, what's going on? They don't know what to do. In that situation with training, you're going to know what to do.
fault. I didn't realize there was
Damn. Are you guys okay?
You all right?
I think I'm alright. Look at
Backer on. Yeah, I'm
Make sure
Damn.
you guys sign in. Let's get 180
okay? You
likes.
guys-
We got 320 people in here. Let's get
Wow.
180 likes.
check themselves. I think I'm
Time for work. That
Was a
I
hard
need to
hit.
swing by, man. I need to swing by. All right, let's watch this one coming up.
That was a hard hit.
All right, so we're in the mountains. Great.
Keeping
Great
the right
spacing.
distance between the bikers and fully focusing on the road made minimizing the losses during the fall pass.
U-turn, basic. Oh, we're crossing. Not good lining. Slow it down. This is a very sharp decreasing radius turn. Oh, high side. Oh, man. Watch where you stop because you don't want to get hit either. Careful around that bend. Anybody coming? All right. Seems to be good. Found a safe area. Make sure we don't fall over ourselves because if we get injured, who's going to take care of us, right? Think about that.
Need some help?
So I would check on him, and that might be hard to pick up because now we're picking it up against the angle of the road. So 2 people, that's perfectly fine. Put the side stand down. Put the side. Okay. Anyways, I just want to go over this right here. Now, MotoStars was talking in the middle of it. Good for you, MotoStars. What I wanted to point out was just a few things. So right here, this is a good space cushion if you're going to be riding with some friends, especially at this speed. Now, more speed, more space cushion. So this is good right here.
Keeping the right
You saw the jostling and the bumpiness of the road, so you don't want to be going fast with this road. You have to ride within the environment, also your skills, also the group, lowest common denominator. At the end of the day, I'm just constantly reducing my risk because of how risky a lot of these other factors could be.
By distance between the bikers and fully focusing on the road made minimizing the losses during the fall pass.
So right here, we crossed over the double yellow. Now this sign, let's see if we can get to it. Now this sign says 15 and it's a freaking U-turn basically. We saw the actual turn later. So we definitely have to set up well. It's a lot different than a 90-degree turn where you go into it, you know, outside, middle, back to outside, or outside, middle, middle, or middle, middle, middle. You can do that throughout one of these turns, but on a 90-degree turn, you kind of go, and then about halfway through, you start increasing your throttle. You know, slow look, press, roll. Well, on this turn, you have to do slow look, press, 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 and then you can finally roll. Now, don't do that with your head. You need to look through the turn the whole time, but you need to realize that you stay within that pressing movement longer and longer and longer, especially with a turn like this.
Possible.
Now, this is going to be the rider that low sides and then turns into a high side once it grabs traction. So look at the angle he's in. So this is the moment we low side. Now, it could have been he was on the paint. It could have been that he was not set up for the turn, so it was a little too fast, so he decided to press even more, but then all of a sudden it keeps going, so he had to press even more and more and more, and it caused him to lose traction. So it's not always about, I'm going to press more. Okay, that's not always the case. You have to give good body position, keep your bike as upright as possible, smooth throttle inputs, smooth primary control inputs, and then try to do your best to make it around the turn. These are all things that you have to practice. These are fundamental skills. This is not an advanced skill at all. This is a fundamental skill that you need to practice. Thankfully, at such a low speed, he wasn't ejected and hit where that person is right now. Feels like this thing is like... While that's playing, I'm gonna mess with this. Ugh. There we go. It's a little warm in here. I'm gonna let it play a little bit.
Need some help? Yep.
There we go. Beep. All right, we're gonna pass. Very dangerous maneuver. Okay. You know, before we get into this one, I just want to say thank you to the class. Oh, this is all. Oh, Tyler, welcome to the crew. Before we get into this video that's coming up right here, I just want to say thank you so much to everybody that's being a part of this class. We got 314, pi in here. Make sure to sign in by clicking that like button. If you want to be like Tyler and everyone else here, become a member. Click that join button. It helps out quite a bit. But if you don't join, perfectly fine. Click that like button. It truly, truly, truly helps out the channel when you click the like button. I'm finding out lately that subscriptions don't matter too much anymore to YouTube. It's about the likes. So if you want to become a member, amazing. If you don't, throw a like in there. All right. Yeah, JG Capers. By the way, I hope you're doing well. I keep watching that video that you sent in, and double checking, man, or if you're doing fine, because we're gonna be going over that Thursday. We're actually be going over that Thursday, so I just want to make sure you're doing well. So right here, what we're gonna be doing, let's go and watch. So we're gonna pass, and we get pushed out a little bit. Good job on rolling up the throttle. Get yourself out of that situation. Okay, that's one way of doing it. All right, there we go. All right, so here's the thing. We're not gonna focus too much on this. This is just passing people. Now, a lot of people have actually asked me, have I done a video on passing other vehicles? So here's the thing. This is one thing that I wouldn't do. So we're coming up to here. We're going to pass. Perfectly fine. Be very concerned about when you're going to do it, because if you take a look, this white car is stuck behind this vehicle. If you want to pass yourself, what do you think this car wants to do? So you kind of wait for that moment, or you kind of hesitate. It's okay to hesitate. It really is. But if we ever going to do this and we pass and we see this guy starting to pass, you're still not committed to it. You can apply the brakes and get back into your lane. Now, don't panic brake. Squeeze it a little bit. Maybe roll off the throttle because remember, this person's accelerating. Get back into your lane. Cool. Then do it when it's safe to do so. But if you're in this situation right here where this person kind of pushes you out, do what this guy did. So let's say you did everything right and still there's dum-dums out there. You did everything right. You got pushed out. What do you do when you're in this situation? Roll off the throttle, same thing. Apply the brake, same thing. You do have an escape path to accelerate through, but just remember that's what his goal is too. I don't want to do the same goal as the other car. I want to do something that's different and allows me to juke things. So if somebody says, you know, football players are, I'm going to run this way. Well, I'm the other football player and I'm going to tackle you. So I'm going to run and intersect with you because we're going to try to get there at the same time. Well, the person with the football is like, well, if you're going to do that, I'm going to do this. That's what you're supposed to be doing here. If this person's like, I'm going to go ahead and go, and you're like, I'm going to go ahead and go, well, you're going to, you know, hurt me. So I'm going to do the opposite of what you want to do. So right here, this person, this white car wants to go. You wanted to, but can't do it now. My head's cut off. What the heck? My head started getting cut off. There we go. So if this person wants to go, you want to go. The thing is, roll off the throttle, apply the brakes, let them go, and then you can go. Okay, Streamlabs are going crazy right now. So he did a good job, moved over, decreased his speed. You see his hand on the front brake. Did a good job. Now right here, we're past the vehicle, right? But we're in a bad spot. We have poor line of sight. We don't have escape paths. This person can slam the brakes. He could do whatever, or just maintain this position until somebody else is coming and mess with us. So what we could do here is just get back into our lane or do this. But get back into your lane. Get back into your lane as quick as possible. I know, Shibi.
The biker
Alright, so we're
can't
moving.
understand why the truck driver, even though the visibility is good, changes the lane and additionally slam on his brakes.
What?
Even though the visibility...
Okay, let's watch that again.
The biker can't understand why the truck driver, even though the visibility is good, changes the lane and additionally slam on his brakes.
Okay, so switch lanes. That's why he switched lanes. Good escape path. Okay. Okay, that's... You didn't... It's not his fault. It's... Yeah. Pick a fight with a freaking semi-truck.
Fuck you, bitch!
No.
I got you on camera! I got
That's
you on
great.
camera!
That's
Yeah!
great. Good job. Okay. Wow. Now we're gonna speed. What about the camera? What about the speed cameras? Now, do cops say that when they catch somebody? Got you on camera. Blake, thank you for the donation, man. Appreciate it. Really do. Oh, it went too far. All right, so right here, what's gonna be happening is the big semi is behind a Prius. I think everyone here understands. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's a Prius, guys. Come on now. Nobody wants to be stuck behind a Prius. They're going slow. So the semi truck is feeling like it's way too slow for him. So he's gonna go ahead and merge or switch lanes. Now we're hauling ass around this, and the big problem is that people can't see us. So we shouldn't be doing something that is not out of the ordinary. People understand the typical flow of traffic. They understand, you know, where people are supposed to be and follow the rules. So that's kind of how they drive, is towards the rules for other people to follow the rules. Now, whenever you're driving or riding, all of a sudden somebody zoom, passes you. Did you ever see them? Did you ever notice they were coming? Until it was like boom right there and you're like, oh shit, I almost turned, and thankfully I didn't. If that's the case, then why are we hauling ass right here and being that person that does it? Right? So you should understand that this is going to be the reaction of the SUV drivers. Like, I didn't see you. Nobody sees your dumb ass when you're hauling ass. Okay? So as soon as you see this, good job applying the brakes. Now, the issue here is that he wants to get in front of things. Okay, point A to point B as fast as possible. So from here to there, what's going to happen is he's going to go ahead and swerve to the right. It's like, I'm going to pass him now. So, you know, he cut in front of me. I'm going to pass him. Well, when we do that with poor line of sight, this is the line of sight problem right here. I think, let's go ahead and, I think I messed with the camera a little bit. Let's go ahead. Boink, boink. I'm back. There we go. I think it's a little bit better. There we go. A little more responsive. So as soon as we do this, the reason why we can't see what's on the other side is the line of sight problem. Okay, boom. New thing that's coming out. SoCal Mick, how you doing? New problem. We got the Prius. So we're already going at a high rate of speed. We can't swerve back into our lane because we're going to hit the semi. You want to lane split a semi and a Prius? It could be done. I don't know if I want to do it. So the smart thing about this rider, he must be in the zone. He must be like really in that flow state, because as soon as he sees this, he's like, I'm going to go ahead and move off to an escape path and pass this vehicle. But now we're going to get pissed off at the semi driver. It's not the semi driver's fault. It's not the Prius's fault. It's our fault. I want you guys to start thinking, you know, it's my fault, it's my fault, my fault, my responsibility, my responsibility, my responsibility. And then at the end of the day, if it really isn't your fault or your responsibility for whatever happened, then cool. But if it is, which it typically is, hopefully you will learn from it because you took responsibility for it. You guys, class, crew, I want you to really dive in and think, you know what? It could have been my fault. You know, it could have been my fault. Okay, so what do I do with that information? Oh, I learned from it. Good. Awesome. And that's what I want you guys to do. I want you to learn from it.
Fuck you, bitch! I got you on camera!
That's nice.
I got you on camera! Yeah!
Let's get some steps on my watch while I swing my arms around while talking. So right here, speeding, hauling ass, you know, this is the mentality that we have in Blake Cook. Woo! Welcome. Thank you. With the fist bump, super sticker, appreciate it. Side of the vehicle, side of the vehicle. Good job. Get out of the way. End of story, non-issue. Real quick, I just want to point it out. Side of the vehicle. You guys see that? Please, 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 whenever you see that possible path to trial violation, move over to the opposite side of your lane, just so you're prepped and ready for a swerve, or if you have to brake, but you're in orange stage right here. You did a good job moving away. They stopped, thankfully. Good, good, good. Okay, intersection side of the vehicle. Okay. Watch out for anybody behind you. Pretty scary if anybody has to slow down and stop behind you. Okay, good job. Don't move. There it is. Non-issue. Roundabouts, I know, right? So side of the vehicle, once again, non-issue. We kind of blend it in, okay? Modulate your speed to get yourself out of there. We're on the bottom of the totem pole, okay? Totem pole. Did I say bowl? Class, did I say bowl? If I did, click that like button. Come on now. Click it. All right. Right behind, woman fell asleep. Interesting. Okay, very good. So we're kind of stuck behind this vehicle. I don't like being right here, just in case they decide to back up. There you go. Move around. Oh. Now, why do you think she's falling asleep? I don't think she really fell asleep. I think she wasn't paying attention. Hey, stuff happens. What is this guy doing? What is that guy doing? That's interesting. Looks like there's like an event going on. More roundabouts. All right, all right, all right. Side of the vehicles. Okay, you're gonna go through. Watch out for the red vehicle. There it is. Roll off the throttle. You don't have to race. Good. Braking in the middle of a turn.
Thanks for watching till the end. I hope you've enjoyed it.
That's it? We've been streaming, class, we've been streaming for 53 minutes. It seriously feels like 20. Anybody else feel like it's 20 minutes? Oh my gosh. Should we just do another one? Should we do a fun one? There's no way that was a 10-minute, that was an 8-minute video. No way. Interesting, interesting. Interesting. Let's see. Let's see if we can, do we have any food in the crew lounge? Just double checking real quick. Just double checking. That was crazy. Happy 22. Hey, Mototris, sorry guys. Nice to see you. Non-squall, I think it's working for everybody. 379 people in here. Ooh-wee. You guys are doing a great job. Thank you so much for all the help with keeping the class situated. You know, it can be a little crazy. Can be a little crazy. Got any Italian food? I don't know. AA Ron, come on. AA Ron's the giveaway winner for the motorcycle. We're gonna be hopefully getting that back up, but but I hope you're enjoying the CBR 300R with ABS. We're going to get some paperwork out to you. Anyways, let's go to the lounge. What is up, everybody? Welcome to the lounge. Hopefully it's not sounding too crazy. I got a really long cord coming from the classroom. Grab yourself a burrito. It's Taco Tuesday. I get it, but I just found out that that is trademarked for some place in like North Carolina or something, so you can't even say Taco Tuesday because you'll get a cease and desist. So we're going to have a burrito. I don't know. I like burritos. We're going to have burritos. So grab yourself a burrito. We're going to do some more parking lot practice real soon. Remember, guys, you can send in your videos, and we're going to go over those. Thursday, we're going to announce the giveaway winners for the gear, the Revzilla gift cards. You can enter in right now for January. And I opened it up to where if you sign up for the tier 0, which is $5 entry, you get my ebook for free. Okay, so I got an ebook right there. It used to be just for tier 1 and up, but tier 0, anybody that signs up on Patreon is going to get my ebook for free. So go ahead and do that or become a member. You know, there's many different ways. We got some new things coming up. I'm going to get my med kit going, trauma kit going pretty soon. But let's go ahead and go back to class. Burrito break. We're going to go into some Q&A a little bit later today. So if you do have questions, please save it for then. Let's go ahead and let's go over this one. Let's do another Moto Stars. You guys want to keep going? I think so. Tex-Mex Tuesday, baby. All right.
Today,
Good.
Several lanes
This is good space cushioning.
The reason pushes away a group of bikers.
Okay, so a car's pushing a group of bikers. Why do you think this vehicle wanted to get in this lane? Did somebody crash? Oh, probably panicked. Hopefully he didn't hit anybody. Because, like, why is the... See, it's dangerous. Everyone get pushed off, yeah. Exit Highway Xavier, exactly. Prodigal, real quick, I just want to say thank you to Prodigal. I do have the shirt that you sent in. I forgot to mention it to you. I do have it. We're finding somebody that will use that shirt. Prodigal sent me back a D-Day from Cruise Smart Rider t-shirt. A little bit too big, so we're going to find it for somebody. Thank you. We did get that. I never really said that yet, but we had it for a little while. So anyways, right here. Dude is trying to exit only lane, all these things. So guys, when we're going on an on-ramp, what do you think is how you get off an off-ramp? Okay, so why would this vehicle right here get into this lane right here? Because they want to exit. Okay, now, and everyone's gonna be like, well, you know, they could have stayed in this lane and it still would have exited and all that stuff. Don't trust that. Just don't trust that. Lewis, how you doing? So when that rider right there is trying to make judgments, the easiest thing you can do, especially when you have this much room, is to slow it down and then you can make judgments, okay? You can even see it right there on the top right. You know, right here, through traffic, merge left. Okay, so if you're through traffic, you know, you got to merge left. That means they're merging right. It's just this cluster of things. So this is a very dangerous area. So the easiest thing you could do to solve most of these problems is just slow it down a little bit. You know what I mean? Just slow it down a little bit until you find your way to get in. Oh, we got to do that. Until you find your way to get in. Now, what happens if your buddy accidentally took the exit and you weren't supposed to? You know, whatever it is. Brian, how you doing? Welcome. What can you do? If you have a communication system, you can talk to each other and then hopefully figure out how to get back to each other. All right, let's move on to this one. Santiago Trio. I've been trying to learn Spanish. Like yo como tacos. I learned Spanish. All right, here we go. Nice wheelie. Cool. Very dangerous. High risk. No reward for me, but for them, possibly. Now, the only issue with that is since it's a group ride, people are going to run into that and hurt themselves. And that's why I don't do it. All right, Black Phoenix Entertainment.
The driver completely doesn't care about the biker, tries to provoke him.
No, it's not usually the case. It's usually the case of miscommunication. We're on a trike, so... Okay. issue at this point. You know, they were dumb. Let it go. Just let it go. Don't jockey for position, because now you're constantly looking at your mirrors, and you could run into the SUV in the front. You could have ran into the SUV in the front because you're constantly looking in your mirrors, and everyone's starting to get to the front, trying to get to the front. ¿Por qué, Maria? What? Que bueno. Yeah, don't do this. Alright, so are we on the right spot? We're on the sidewalk with our little Grom, right? No, this is a dual sport. What are we doing here? What are we doing here?
Hey, what's going on?
This isn't the type of stuff I would want to do. Moving to AZ in 2 weeks. I'll let this one play while I'm answering questions. Moving to AZ in 2 weeks. Could we go for a ride sometime, Santiago? I would love to. It's just freaking COVID, man. COVID going on.
We got your kid, man.
Like, once we find a safe time and safe way to do it, like, I really hope hope everyone gets their vaccines. Hopefully everything's gonna work out, because I really want to do the DDF and crew meetup and camp out that we were supposed to do last year. This is all stupid stuff. There's no reason to be a part of this. No reason to be a part of this.
Let's just go, man. It's not worth it. You got your kid.
Yeah, you got a kid. You got a kid right there, dude.
Man, it's not worth it.
Yeah, it's a child, non-squall. Yeah, we really want to do the meetup again and camp out. We did it in 2019. We did April 2019, the camp out. And then we wanted to do the May 20 camp out. Couldn't do it because of COVID. So I'm hoping to do like a June or July 2021 camp out. I think that'd be really fun.
Good old St. Louis.
It's all stupid stuff. So right here, lots of traffic. Watch out for people backing up. We got red lights, pedestrian right there, non-issue. Roll off the throttle, apply the brakes, move on. Get over it.
The driver choose the worst possible place and
See the lights? See the lights? Uncommon thing, uncommon situation. See the lights? Anybody else see that? Yeah, Santiago, I really do. Like, once all that stuff kind of... Anybody else see that? Right there. Right there. You know the road is the way... It's going this way, right? You guys see that, right? The road is going this way, so there shouldn't be any lights going this way. So when you see that, that's uncommon. Now your gut is very, very smart. Your gut is smart, okay? Literally your gut has its own nerve endings, and it communicates with the brain. That's how people, when they take any medications, like benzodiazepines, so Xanax. So when you take a medication, it acts quickly because it travels your vagus nerve up to I think it's the vagus nerve. I believe it is. It travels from the gut to the brain and activates throughout the whole thing. Instead of going through the liver, having to digest, it literally from the stomach itself to the brain through the nerve. So there are people talking about how your gut is actually like a brain. So when you listen to your gut, like there's some truth to it. Science is starting to back it up. So right here, when you're like, I don't know about this one, that is literally your second brain saying, hey, watch out, watch out. So when you see this, roll off the throttle, get ready for this. Because look you wouldn't be able to see the black. You didn't see the black car. You saw the headlights. So you see these headlights right here? You see how they're shining off into the grass? Let's take a quick look at it. Now look at it. Now you see it? So if you saw this, see the lights in the grass, we go back here. Go here, go back here. This is what I want you to burn into your memory. Okay, if you see something uncommon, like lights being shining off to the side, that is possibly what's happening. So don't rush to go see it. Kind of like, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and wait until I see what's happening. Okay, oh, thankfully I slowed down. That's what you gotta watch out for. Now, why do you think he was doing a U-turn? Why do you think he was doing a U-turn in this area? I mean, just take a look at the long line. Why do you think he's doing a U-turn? Now, you couldn't anticipate, but now you kind of understand why he was doing a dumb thing. One thing you can see is that light. Exactly, traffic too busy.
Wow.
Yep. Rain, watch out, you can't see. Our visibility is terrible. Now chevrons, sharp turns coming up. Sharp turns coming up. Oh, lost traction. So maybe hydroplane. What do you guys think? What do you think was the issue there? I do want to point out this. Oh, perfect shot, Daniel. Good job. Anyways, I want to point this out right here. Who here has astigmatism? Write in the comments if you have astigmatism. Is this what it consistently looks like when you're out at night riding, whether it's water or not? Like, from what I understand, this is what astigmatism looks like for any lights. Any lights. And the water is creating it so that we can see it. I don't have astigmatism. My wife does. And my daughter does. But right here, that's what it looks like. So it's really blurry. So that can mess with your vision if it's right in front of your face. But yeah, the wet road, chevrons indicating it's a sharp turn. Maybe we're going too fast, hydroplaned a little bit. Just roll it down a little bit. Roll it down, slow it down a little bit. Now, it could look like we're going fast because the camera's probably lower and lower and lower and lower and lower to the ground. When it's lower to the ground, it looks like it's faster. But it's not a hard road. We hit water right here. It's different type of ground right here. You see this? Let's go back just a little bit. Let's do this. Half speed. As soon as we hit that part right here. Wait, no. That part. So let's go back just a little bit. So let's see. Let's see. It looks different. It's a change of surface, Ryan. Yeah, exactly. Change of surface. Look, you can see the road right there. You see the change? Who here sees the change? So be very careful. Okay, you can't see that until right now. So if you're riding fast, you have to understand that this is a possibility of a change of surface. Could be a change in traction in the middle of a turn. Could be dangerous. It might not be dangerous during the day when there's no rain, no nothing, sunny, bright, dry. But if it's wet, could be. So the only common denominator there is the road, but the change, the variable changed. So wet, dry, wet, dry. So if it ever is wet, I'm just going to take it a little bit easier. If it's dry, I feel like I can handle it. But when it's wet, ooh, I'm back. I have like my own brain version of rain mode. Guys, if you want, good gear. He's got full gear. Great job. Guys, if you want to, we do have a list of beginner gear in the description. If you don't have gear, there's a free way to enter, and you can join up on Patreon, but we're giving away $800 worth of Revzilla gift cards, guys. $800 worth of Revzilla gift cards this month. We are going to announce the winners of last month on Thursday. Yeah, so Dirty, yeah, the first 30 minutes of raining, the oils will start to seep up. Good job, Dirty.
One of the drivers noticed the biker and was kind enough to wait for his passage.
Oh my god.
So this one's kind of freaky. You know, it's up to you if you want to do it or not, but you can really mess up your engine, your intake, everything. And that's one thing, is stay on the path. You don't want to go off the road into the dirt. Stay on asphalt. So that was good. Good job. There's a free way to enter Moto Trist. So yeah, we have the giveaway going on, guys. So if you click the link that's in the chat or in the comments. All right, let's watch this. Beautiful road. Beautiful road. Good space, you know, if you want to stay staggered like that. Is it all the same? Cool. Watch out for line of sight issues. Why is that person doing that? Oh no, he's standing. So you're doing your scene survey right now. So he's standing, you're doing an assessment. Okay, he's walking. I don't see him limping. I don't care about the bike. I don't care about the bike. My buddy is walking around. We're good. You do what you want with that. I would check my buddy first. Seems like he's fine, so go ahead and move the bike out of the way so people can get out of there. Because my other issue is that if my bike's in the way or my buddy's bike's in the road and another car is hauling ass, they crash and they get hurt, I don't like that either. So I'm gonna check my buddy first because that's my emergency, and then I'm gonna get the bike out of the way because I don't want to create other emergencies. See you later, Rainin. Yeah, will do. All right, so you have no room, zero room for anything. If somebody has to swerve right, boom, you hit somebody. Somebody swerves left, boom, you hit them. You can't brake, you don't have good stopping distance, you don't have nothing. Now, I know they're kind of being corralled in by the cops. But why are the cops there on scene anyways? All right, let's go ahead and watch this. Let's just enjoy this one. See, almost hit that guy. Almost hit that guy. Oh, got one. Oh, good swerve. Good swerve. Now, okay, let's see. Let's see if there's anything else happening. Pay attention to what's up front. Okay, so my biggest concern right here, is why are we in a group ride that has the cops being called on them? So I have nothing against with big group rides like this. I really don't. My only problem with this is if you start doing the illegal stuff, you start antagonizing drivers, you start getting that pack mentality of, oh, that car's right there, it's all beat up on it. You know, oh, this person's there, let's beat up on them. Oh, you know, this person crashed because they're doing wheelies and we're all crashing into them. Hurry up, let's get the cops, before the cops show up. We start to deal with that, you know, we're doing wheelies, reckless riding, speeding, we're just doing some crazy stuff. We start to go down the ego route. Now, that is what I don't personally want to be a part of. It's up to you if you want to be a part of it. But here's another thing. I know you probably don't think like this. I think like this because I come from public service. You are an example. Whatever you're doing, you're on a motorcycle, you're an example of a motorcycle rider. You're in a car, you're an example of a car driver. You're walking around, you're an example of a pedestrian. You see what I mean? You know, you walk in a dog, you are an example of a dog owner. It doesn't matter. You're going to have that social image that the community is going to think of you in that certain way. Let's get 300 likes, guys. Let's go ahead and get that going. Let's go. We got 262. Let's see if we can get some likes. 300 people signed in. So my concern here is that when I'm riding, I'm representing motorcycle riders. Now, if I do something that is unbecoming of a good social or a good citizen, and detracting from the community, well, guess what? Those people are going to vote for motorcycle laws. Those people are going to be upset with all motorcyclists now because of what I did. And I could just be adding on to their road rage of motorcycle riders. I hate them. You know, that's what they could be thinking of. So I'm constantly trying to be the best I can possibly be and not participate. But at the end of the day, guys, here's the thing. At the end of the day, class, I'm not going to condemn. Now, I used to, I was. Now, in 2021, part of my goal is to just kind of see their point of view. Because you have to think about it. Their point of view, this could be the only outlet they have. This is the thing that is causing them to be relaxed. This is their only therapy. You know, this is the only camaraderie and community they do have. And that's better than being, you know, by yourself and self-destructing with alcohol and drugs. You know, so this right here, it's not the best solution to maybe that problem. And I could be, you know, projecting or whatever into it, but my main thing is if this is a more positive thing to do versus what they were gonna do, you know, crime or drugs, then I prefer this. But I also want to help them or help anybody see, hey, you can still have that community, that camaraderie, and you can still get that necessary feeling, you know, that you might be missing without having to do illegal things, without having to do this and have to deal with tickets. And now, you know, let's say you don't have a ton of money, but you have a bike. Boom, you got a ticket, $400, you got it impounded. Now you have issues. So it's like I'm trying to be a little more nuanced and more empathetic and more understanding of not just, you know, stunt driver or stunt riders and hooligans, but everybody. And I have a feeling that you know, a lot of these people are only there because that's all they know. So what you know can or can't hurt you. What you don't know can definitely hurt you. And I think this is one of those situations where they don't know exactly things. So right here, you know, some of these people might not be breaking the law. There could have just been a few of them. So what I say with that was a good swerve. That was a good swerve. Did good. But my main thing is I want to provide something with the community that we're building. Let's go ahead and pause it right there. I want to provide something with the community that we're building here at the DDFM crew. Okay, I want to provide this many people, this many motorcycle riders, a safe and legal way of finding that community and camaraderie. That's what I want to do. Now, if you like the stunt aspect, then you know what? I need to bring a stunt aspect to this channel, to the crew. Because if that is what you like, great. Let's make it safe. Let's make it community-based. If you like parking lot practice and just being a safe rider, just kind of hanging out with a bunch of people, we already have that, okay? So how about we really help out some of these areas and maybe expand our own, you know, thinking. We should get into stunting. We should get into possibly figuring out what a club really does. We should start learning so we have a better understanding and maybe take some of the things that they need from those and integrate it in some of the things that we think is good too. You know what I mean? I think we should do that. If you feel like that is something you want to do, click that join button. Side of the vehicle right there, non-issue, go left, go around. Good. Problem solved. Click that join button if you want to become a member and be a part of that vision.
Unfortunately, the biker didn't manage
Side of the vehicle, okay, good. We're getting out, good.
Distance.
Non-issue at this point. Brendan, how you doing? Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Alright, non-issue at this point. Alright, we'll just watch it then, I guess. This wouldn't bother me at all. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I'm not bothered. If somebody's on my ass, okay. We're coming up to a light. Okay, nobody's in the crosswalk. Good. Non-issue for me. Maintain what I'm looking up front because I have poor visibility. Pull over, let them go. There you go. Non-issue. Probably using a rock form mount. Guys, grab yourself a rock form mount with the link in the description.
Did you see him? Did
Lewis,
you see
exactly.
The guy back there? He was like that far away from me.
Car, yeah?
Yeah.
I see you.
Yeah, he's.
Yeah.
And then
Where are you going?
another motorbike as well overtook him and he beeped.
Yeah.
What a
Well,
I got him on here.
It's klaxon, yeah?
Yeah.
Mozuki, go ahead and submit it. Guys, okay, pause it. This is Gemini, by the way. Gemini is a crew member. Gemini, are you in here, man? Are you in here? So we have submission forms, ddfmcrew.com/video submission. If you want to submit your videos, please do so. Close calls, crashes, or even parking lot practices. Or if you have a close call, we actually have something pretty cool coming up. You have a close call and you actually do your own after action review. I'll let you have class for that moment. Okay, it's something I'm practicing with and I'm kind of experimenting with, and I'll even show you a small little aspect of it after this, and then we'll go into the Q&A. But guys, if you have a video, please send it in. Send it in. Dirty, yeah, not today. Not today. What do we say? Not today. This is Gemini. He's a crew member. Okay, he's looking. Watch out for the Prius. Good.
What are
What are you doing?
Get out of my lane!
There you go. That's it. Come on, Gemini. No more. You're good, man. Don't do more.
Thanks for watching till the end. I hope you've enjoyed it. See you soon in the
That's as most as I want you guys to do. But that was very good of him. Here's the thing. This is what I saw. This is what he saw too. So we're moving. This Prius Let's see where we're at, actually. Let's see where we're at. Okay, so we are in a straight lane, because when you see this right here, hey, there's another Prius, right? Or is that the BMW version? So you see this line right here? That is the inside line for the people turning left. So we're actually in a, yeah, we're supposed to be going straight. So this person starts merging into our lane.
What are you doing?
So we kind of got pushed out. So we're kind of sharing lanes here. So in this point, guys, we're a lot faster than a Prius. Go ahead and accelerate out. So Gemini, just accelerate out. Call it a non-issue. You're on a motorcycle. They're in a Prius. Right? You're having a better day than them. But anyway, to find DDF members local to my area to ride with, people that ride safe, how to find safe riders to ride with. Everyone on a sport bike like I ride wants to go 100 all day, every day. XX Solo J, join the Discord. It depends on where you're at. We have a ton of people in California, Texas, Arizona, but we have people all over the United States, and we actually have people. Let's go ahead and bring this up on the board. Go ahead and bring this up here. This is the Discord right here. So as you can see, Newbie, North Carolina, we got Virginia, we got New Jersey, we got Washington, we got a California section right here. So, you know, Victorville, San Diego, Fontana. We also have Arizona section right here. You know, so we have different areas. Now we're going to make these more robust. We're going to make it to where we have more things. Hey, what's up, Ben? How you doing? We have people all over the world, okay? So join the Discord. The Discord is free, and the Discord will always be free. There is a section for the crew lounge, and that's if you're a YouTube member or if you're part of the giveaway, you get access to that. But the mental health section, the lounge itself, it's free. The maintenance and gear section, new rider questions, all that stuff is absolutely free. Join up the Discord. We have a ton of members. Solo J, that's how I found quite a few, to be quite honest. That's how I found some local people, and then we had some people come here, and we all kind of rode. The bot banned you. We also have a very inclusive, and we're partnered, so we have to be very strict with our rules. You know, we could lose our partnership. Lewis, go ahead and ask a mod and say, hey, I live in California or whatever, and then we'll put you in there. Shiloh Reigns, Dan, do you alert us if a video submission will be used? No, I don't, but you know what? I should start doing that. Let's go ahead. I want to show you something real quick, guys. We have a video that I'm going to be testing out. Jerion. Hopefully I said that right. Welcome. So this video right here, you can't see it because, look on the bottom right here. It says members only. So members only can see this video right here. Now, this is the user submitted videos for the class. Now, what I did on some of these, because you guys actually gave your own after action reviews. So here's that one with the turn. We're going to go over that one. Some of you guys actually gave your own after action reviews, and I absolutely loved it. So let's find, it was like 2 of you guys. So this one right here. So when it comes time for Saturday, or not Saturday, when it comes time for Thursday, there's no audio. So when it comes time for Thursday, this is what I'm going to do. I'm literally just going to do this and be like, go ahead, buddy.
I was
JG.
riding and a driver came over 2 lanes into my own, and I had to very quickly figure out what to do in order to not get hit. I wanted to take a moment with that in mind and thank the YouTuber who I prescribe to when it comes to identifying potential threats, and that's DanDanTheFireman. He teaches an awesome acronym called PLAN. You are positioning yourself, you are locating hazards when you're riding, you're adapting to those hazards, and then you're navigating around them if you absolutely need to. In this case, said hazard was that driver who came over into my lane. I saw him coming from a mile away because I was positioned for it in the center of the lane and ready for people to filter over into my own. I sped up a little bit so he would see me, used the horn when he came over even further, rolled off of the throttle, hit the brakes, and got out of his way. If I had accelerated while laying on the horn, the driver in front of me could have noticed, gotten the jitters, and slammed on the brakes, and I could have run into him. Or if I had gone over to the left into the shoulder, it's very tight over there, and I could have hit debris or been smeared against it by this driver. I feel like in this situation, it didn't seem like a big deal because I've been practicing so much that I was just doing my own thing and making sure that I was safe when I was riding, and that's what we all should be doing. It is a lot of fun, and you can get yourself into a little bit of trouble, just a little bit, but what's most important is that we're being safe at the end of the day, too. So I hope you all enjoy.
Yeah, this is a great video, guys. Great video. Okay, look at his hand. He's getting ready. Orange stage. All right, I'm gonna get up. Okay, nope. I'm not gonna fight for it.
I saw him. He didn't see me though.
So, if you guys have a close call video of anything, let me know. And then if you submit it, and then if you have, you know, commentary on it, like this one right here, this is that fatal crash. Now, if you have commentary and you filmed it whether before or after, I'll go ahead and edit it to where it looks like you're sitting in my position, right? Because I'm like right here. I'll edit to where you're in that position, and this is kind of what it is.
So some bad stuff happened last weekend. There was a fatal motorcycle accident.
And we'll go over that on Thursday. But if you are a YouTube member right now, you get access to this. So this is a YouTube member only video. So I'll actually share it. I'll share it with you guys. So Thursday's video. So there's the video. So if you guys want to see it now, please do so. But if you have your own videos, if you have your own stuff, please submit it to me. We're collecting as many as we possibly can. And if you set it up in a way to where, you know, hey, I had a close call. So you show the close call, but then you edit in, you know, just your own version of an after action review of what you think you could have done better or what you think you did. And then I'll go ahead and edit it in. And here's the thing. You'll be me in class. You'll get to do it. I'll edit it in a way. Okay. So we're not going to do it every single week, but we're going to get, you know, a big cluster of them and you're going to see yourself in class. Armageddon 117, welcome. So right now though, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and go to my office, right? So guys, let's go to the office. Woo-wee. There we are. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to have some Q&A. So let's go ahead and move into the Q&A. Have a good time. There we are. There we are. I think I missed a donation. Sorry about that. So Norand, hello from France. Due to your advices, I found myself the measurements of the official parking lot practice exam that we have here to continue practicing my swerving, braking, etc. Good job. You're going to be doing well. You're going to be doing well. And that's the thing is practice, 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 train, train, train. Train like your life depends on it because it does. It does. It really does. That's something we learned in firefighting. It does. All right. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and get, I don't like this chair. This chair is not comfortable. So I'm going to go ahead and get my chair. I'm going to go to the other side real quick. All right. So we got to do something real quick. I'll be right back. Oh, what's up? Somebody turned off the music? There was no elevator music? Mozuki. Very good. What's that on the bottom? Dan, I submitted a close call of a car cutting from the left lane directly in front of me, then the exit on the very busy interstate. I wasn't going fast, so there was no collision. Huh. We probably got it, because I have the video, the user submitted videos, it's 15 minutes long. Well, 14 minutes long, and it's like 30-something people. And I want to say thank you to Rainin for putting it all together for me. I used to have to do it all on my own. Ooh, that was a pain in the ass. All right, so now, right, You know what? I don't really. Bear with me. All right. Sorry guys. I just could not handle with it being so short. So that was a test. I think it kind of worked. All right, we'll just kind of mess with that. I think it kind of worked. We'll see. We'll see how the audio sounds. We'll see how the audio sounds. Terrell, you're late to class. Ah, yeah. All right, so let's go ahead and go through some of these questions, guys. Now is the time to ask some questions. We're going to spend about 10 to 15 to 20 minutes, 10 to 20 minutes, just answering questions, hanging out. It's time to relax a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Just dropping it. Dubious, just dropping to say hi off the bed. Hey, man, thank you. Hopefully you have some sweet dreams. Have a sweet dreams. Derek, you like the beard? I think it's getting a little too thick. I'm thinking about shaving it and then giving it to locks of love. You know what I mean? Maybe there's a little girl out there that wants to have a beard. I'm using your knowledge to help my friends in my motorcycle group ride safer. Mozuki, I think I said that already, but that's awesome. Remember to plan your ride. Be a smart rider. There's plenty of resources out there. We're going to get some more for you. 2021, we're working really hard on just being resource heavy versus, having the class going. Because we got the class pretty much situated. We're going to be really resource heavy and get some things out so that you can share with your friends much easier than just sharing close calls and crashes. Motorcycle training concepts, we're really going to work hard on that. We're getting the curriculum, syllabus, and everything going. We're going to have online courses in 2021. I need to start shutting up because I keep getting too excited. Did you have any close calls when you were riding? I had one and it was really, really scary. So Francisco Stubner, I do remember one specific one right now, and since it's on top of my head, I'll go ahead and talk about it. It was in an intersection. It was like a really weird intersection. If you live in Yuma, Arizona, you probably know this one. This is on 3E and the interstate. There's like all these semis that pull in and out. Anyways, I was going through this before I really practiced my own, what I say, and before I knew a lot. And I was just hauling ass through the intersection, and a semi cut across to the outside lane. So it basically cut over the lane I was going in and then went to the next lane next to me. And what I did was just haul ass. I was stupid and just swerved out of the way. And that was a really close call. And then I had a few others with coyotes and just cars being dum-dums and me being dum-dum. So I've had a few close calls, but that all ended in 2012. Like as soon as I had like 5 close calls, I'm like, what am I doing wrong? And that's kind of the process I go through with my own training is that, if I'm the common denominator and I can't justify logically that this factor is causing this, I tend to pull back and say, okay, let's take a moment and let's figure this out. And if it's something I'm doing that's wrong and I'm like, I don't want to change it, that's not me saying I don't want to change it. That's my ego saying I don't want to change it. If I'm doing something wrong, I'm doing something wrong, whether I say I'm doing it wrong or not. If it's wrong, I need to fix it. And it's very difficult. You have to push that ego aside. And it's something that I've really struggled with, any human struggles with their whole life. But the moment you say to yourself, I'm wrong. What can I do? That's when you start to do better and better and better. Speed limit challenge after class. We're going to head to the DDFM Discord server and join voice chat. All are welcome to join, babe. Woo! Felicimo with the 20. Also, you guys are insane. You guys are absolutely insane. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. Oh my gosh. It was fun jumping into voice chat last time. I might jump in for a little bit after class. So if you're a member, you get access to it. It looks really green right here. It's like really green right here on the bottom. Interesting. There's like somebody farting. It's like wafting up. Oh, it's probably me. Is my beard red or is it hot pink? It's red, ZX10. It's red. We actually, I was going through the member list and we have people here like my wife has been, she was the first member, or at least she's been the longest, and it's like 18 to, no, I think it's like 24 months. No, how? I'm gonna name off the top 10 oldest members of this channel. Let's see, 26 months. Nikki's Adventures, my wife, crew member for 26 months straight, total time. Then we got N3PRO Dave for 26 months. Brandon Brooks, 23 months. Riding Hope, which I remember that was Dan Shea, baby, 22 months. Rocky Lewis, 19. Rosemary, 18 months. Rayleigh Kelly, 18 months. Menace at 17 months. Jonah Osgood at 17. Robert, let's keep going. Robert, how you doing, man? If you're in here, 17 months. Tom Burr, 17. Heath McLaughlin, 17. Katrina, 17. Kirk, 17. Dole Dan, 17. Sherry Isaac, 17. Brian, Chris, and Roger Porter at 17 months. Holy crap. Sean, let's see if I can find you in here. You're at least 12 because of the beard. Sean, 12 months. Sean Ennis right there, 12 months, dude. Thank you so much. You hit your 1 year. That's awesome. That's awesome. Thank you guys so much for the support. It really helps out the channel. You have no idea. Whenever I get demonetized from a video, the membership, you guys make it to where it doesn't really matter too much anymore. I mean, yeah, it does. So I would like to obviously get paid for that, so I wouldn't have to use your guys' money to fund what we're doing, and I could use advertiser money to buy the Revzilla gift cards for the giveaway, so I can design, because we're gonna do, we got this, I spent money on this pack so I can figure out if it's a good enough pack for my crew, and I like it. I like this little pack. Look at that. I like that. So I'm trying to figure out what it is that we can put in here, how cheap we can, not cheap, but inexpensive that we can make it so anybody can have it. So you can at least have the stuff to possibly save somebody's life. And then at the same time, have the training. So we're working hard on the training. We're working hard on finding the right pack for you. This thing looks like it could fit easily in a saddlebag. It's a lot smaller than the one I have. And it's cool because it opens up multi-level. So you can have your PPE in here. You can have your tourniquets and roll gauze, and thinking about getting our own patch on here so you can have your own patch. So you can take this thing off, But we're trying to source them. We're trying to get them. We're trying to get all these things. And then you can also put this like on Velcro. So you don't need to have this part. You can have it like, Velcroed on somewhere. I mean, I'm working hard, and I'm sorry it takes so long, but it's literally a one-man show. All right. I mean, Matt's pushing the buttons and he's barbecuing, flying the drone, all those things, but it's me really, and I got to edit. I got to live stream, live class, get the syllabus ready for class, get the syllabus ready for members. I'm here all day. I'm here all day. And I just want to get you guys some good stuff. But let me know if you want a trauma kit with some training associated with it, so you can at least have it. You know what I mean? So what I want to do is send or make a kit, but then send a little extra. So then maybe I can hold a class online and say, okay, get 3 of the roll clean. We're gonna practice triangle bandage. We're gonna practice wound management. I don't know. I get too excited. I get too excited about it. I need to calm down. I need to calm down. The Q&A section is supposed to be calm. All right. So you guys probably asked a ton of questions. I got on a roll. I'm too excited about this kind of stuff. When it comes to trauma or medical, firefighting, like anything that I did for 11 years, like we're about to do for motorcycling, I get so freaking excited. I get so excited. When it comes to like the motorcycle practice stuff, it's like, it's practice. It's just one tool to keep you safe, right? So I care more about the person. I don't care about the motorcycle. Here's some insight. Guys, I don't really care about the motorcycles. I really don't. As bad as that sounds, I really, if I had to choose, if they're like, hey, you couldn't ride anymore, but you could still do live streams, or you could still teach classes, but you can't ride anymore. They're like, all right, well, why can't I ride anymore? But that would be it. But I'd be okay with it. Now, if they said, hey, you can only ride, but you can't teach anymore, you can't talk to your community, you can't do any of those things, I'd be like, F that. What do you mean? I want to teach this stuff. I don't want to just ride. So for me, it's about the teaching and the mentoring, and then getting the system out there that allows more people to be safe. That's all I care about. But especially when it comes to the medical stuff, I'm just like, I did that for 11 plus years. It's something I really loved. It's something I really care about. And I'm tired of seeing people hurt. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Scarlett, shut up. No, I only hate Harleys. That's it. That's it. Time suppression. You keep a small trauma kit on your bike now. Figure I'd rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it. Exactly. I prescribe to the 2 is 1, 1 is none thing. Right? Anybody here do that too? I always have a backup. Always. Always. And I do want to share one thing. I'm not gonna say who was a part of it, but I got a private message. First, it started off in the lounge, and they asked if they can talk to me about it. And Paul, don't worry about it. And they asked me, how are they? It's hard to explain it without giving it away. I'll just do this. I think they're doing fine. So this right here happened. Teen has one sec. Before we really jump, let's get over here. Before we jump into it, it might be viewer discretion. Maybe some triggering things. I had to try to get it out of there. A teen had his hands blown off after firework explodes during an illegal racing event on the east side in San Antonio. There we go. Let's go back to that now. Okay, sorry about that. So right here, what happened is that he was there on scene when this was going down. Jeez, the green screen's not working too well today. So he was on scene when this happened, and a teenager was holding a mortar shell in his hand. Another person was lighting it. Blew up, blowing both hands completely off. We have a crew member that was there. Okay, we had a crew member that was there. And we had somebody else that had a mortar shot in his direction, blew his fingertips off, damaged the eyes. Okay. So he said he was here when this happened. They're probably looking for his pieces of his hands. I've been there. So I'm not going to give out the name because I don't want anybody messaging them, because they're still in a bad situation, or not in a bad situation. They're still kind of going through the process. And I bring this up because we're talking about the trauma kit. And let me just read what he said. Let me just read a little bit. Everyone around him was panicking, screaming. I had to literally force people out of my way because they were all just standing and gawking. I took my belt and his belt off and did my best to make tourniquets around his wrists as tight as possible. And then he asked if there was anything he could have done. He's not keeping his hands, that's for sure, but I feel like I should have been able to do more. That is you're always going to feel that. So if you get on scene to a motorcycle crash and you have to remember, it's not your emergency. You can only do so much. What happened, happened. What happened, happened. There's no way of reversing time. So what all you're doing is just literally picking up the pieces. I mean, it's his hand, but I mean, you're picking up the pieces. And so I just asked, I was trying to be very logical with it. I was like, was there a ton of bleeding? He said, very much so. Okay, cool. Because he said he was going to do a tourniquet. I'm thinking the process of what is his intervention? Did his intervention work? I asked, is there a ton of bleeding? That was my assessment on that. He said, very much so. How was the bleeding after the belts? He said, minimal, very little trickle compared to the flowing before. And he said he pulled those things as hard as he could. So all he had was belts. All he had was his belt and the person that's hands blown off, his belts. And it was flowing blood out. So you have your radial artery basically right here. You know how you check your pulse? That's your radial artery. Probably just was flowing out. Blew it up, flowing out. And he was able to stop the bleeding and possibly saved his life. I said, I say that's a huge win. You probably saved his life. The only change I would do is make it high and tight, so closer to the armpits. But this worked really well. So high and tight with a tourniquet. Get as high as you can. Cut it off. You can cut off your brachial artery a lot easier than your radial artery. Would help out quite a bit. He said he put it right below the elbow because he had a thick jacket on, and I didn't have any shears. So did what he could do. I said, great, you got it tightened. The radial artery is tiny. The brachial is easier. So I was just giving some feedback. And then I put, oh, okay, so you did great. I seriously think you saved his life. You should be proud. And I put, here's the thing, guys. This is part of what we do here at the firehouse. We kind of have a good time during the Q&A. You know, we kind of relax. You know, this is more Daniel versus Dan and the fireman here. And I put, I don't know if you believe in God, but I do. And I believe you were there at the right time for that specific purpose. I truly believe that. He said, I tried, though not sure how to get some sleep now. He said he was bowling with a friend up the road and heard cars and went to stop to see if a friend of mine was there, rolled up, and 10 minutes later, I was walking to my car. This happens. Yeah, so the main thing is, and then he says, well, he was aware, because I asked if he was unconscious or not. And he says he was aware, he was screaming and crying. He was responding barely, mostly yelling. So he was very out of it in terms of paying attention. Very confused and dazed. Yeah, so that's the thing is I want you guys to understand when you get a trauma kit, this is what you're getting a trauma kit for. You know what I mean? You're getting a trauma kit because you're having to use it for somebody that is in a terrible situation. Like literally an emergency situation. So don't think that you're getting a trauma kit to solve problems. Like, I got a trauma kit, everything's solved. I'm good. That's not what we're doing. Let's go back to the main office. That's not what we're doing. We're not getting a trauma kit to, okay, we're all good. Nobody's ever going to get hurt. I got a trauma kit in my saddlebag. Good. Nobody. No, if somebody gets hurt, you're using it. And that's when when the rubber hits the road. If somebody crashes and you have a trauma kit, do you have the training for that trauma kit? If you don't, and all you think is I have a kit and everything's good, you're going to panic. You're not going to be able to use what you need to use. Hopefully somebody there could use what you have. The thing is, you need the training with it. And I want you to take that for every situation. You bought a motorcycle, you're not magically good. You bought a car, you're not magically good. You bought a drafting desk, do you not automatically know how to draft? Hey, you got a GoPro on your camera. Does that mean you're good at editing? No, you have to work at it. You have to develop the skills for everything. So if you get a trauma kit, get the skills to learn how to use it. So it's one thing for me to produce a trauma kit for you guys. And I want to, because I want you to have a resource. Because when I look up trauma kits, they're like $120 or more. I mean, there's some cheap first aid kits, you know, like $80, $60, but it's just Band-Aids. I want you to have a bleeding control kit, an airway control kit. I want you to have the training with the kit. I don't want you just rolling up and not knowing what to do. I want you to be smart riders. Smart rider principles, smart riders. I want you to think. I want you to be thinking riders. I don't want you to be the dumb riders. So that's what I'm doing here with this kit. This crew member helped out with some good feedback and I'm hoping he's doing well. I hope everyone here's doing well. Yeah, so I just wanted to bring it up. It's like a real life scenario that somebody in the crew literally saved somebody's life. They were being dumb, you know, shooting fireworks off in your hands. Guys, don't do that. You blow your hands off. Literally, that's what happened. They're freaking explosives. So, hey, you know, it's their emergency. He blew his hands off. Now, should he be punished and die? No. If you can save his life, save his life. And that's what I really appreciate with the crew is that they're out there trying to save people's lives. And I see stories all the time about how what I'm saying is helping prevent an accident, but then I'm also seeing, you know, less common because it doesn't happen all the time, that they were able to rescue another rider. And those are the ones I really love, is when somebody rescues another rider, it's like, wow, you didn't have to. When you swerve or anticipate a close call and you get yourself out of it, that's for personal reason, right? That's for you to maintain your safety. But then when you go out and somebody else got hurt and you help them with their safety, oof, that right there is everything about the crew. Servitude to your fellow man. That's the one thing I truly care about. Any way we can help you get these together at all? Time suppression? No, not right now. Thank you for asking. Maybe, you know what? If you guys are willing to help, newbie, your trauma kit was like $250. Yeah, I know. It's insane. So I'm trying to source out some things, and we're still working on a price point, but it's nowhere near that. It's not going to be anywhere near that. But also, you guys have to remember, this is a motorcycle trauma kit, so it has to be small, has to be efficient. It doesn't have all the bells and whistles. It has only the things you need. The things you want we can maybe make a bigger bag, but I can't think of anything right now that I really do appreciate. I do want people to want to help. I just can't figure out what it is right now. The trauma kit Matt and I are working on, he was a firefighter for 6 years. I was a firefighter for 11. So, I mean, that's 17 years total combined experience. So we're putting it together. We're making it as good as possible, be as efficient as possible. The first version of it, we might have pre-orders to help out. So that could be something. We might have just pre-orders to help out. And then we're going to package them and ship them ourselves. We're not going to just ship it from, some company and just be like, all right, here, add some more, add our branding there. No, we're going to get the bags. We're going to get all the materials. We're going to put them all together ourselves. And then we're going to put the training involved in it. And the training will be free with the bag. There's no reason they have to pay for training too. I've been watching so many ARs that I started dreaming up close calls and crashes and solving them in my dreams. Is that a good thing or am I obsessed? You might be obsessed, Hassan. There comes a point in time where you should just go out and practice. That way you're not thinking of the scenarios. Go ahead and start utilizing some of the scenarios. Like start practicing them on the road. If the only time there'll be a problem if you're constantly thinking about it is if it ruins if it gives you anxiety. If it's not giving you anxiety, then keep going. Have a good time. I do it all day. I do it myself all day. Want me to help run some virtual first aid training as I'm a first aid and trauma tutor. Oh, Stampy, that's interesting. We might get some videos out, some common things, bleeding control, how to apply a tourniquet, how to treat for shock, what to look for with breathing, airway. We're gonna have a little video series for that, and then we're gonna slowly develop it into an actual course that's free for everybody, or at least free for all the members. That's gonna be the thing. Yeah, $250 for a kit. I mean, guys, it was like $120 for like the smallest kit I've seen, and like $240 for another kit. And I look at what's inside of it and see mostly band-aids. I'm like, what? Like whenever you see a trauma kit, it's like 250 pieces, 250 piece kit, and like 80 pieces is band-aids, and then 100 pieces is alcohol wipes and ibuprofen. It's like, what? It's like, how about I give you 10 roll cling? How about I create, this is my kit. I started taking them out because I was doing training. How about I fill it up with roll cling? I got a bunch of 4x4s and 5x9s to get you some PPE. Get yourself a CPR mask. You got trauma shears. You got trauma shears right here. You get a tourniquet. I want to do 2 tourniquets, so I'm sourcing tourniquets. I would like to do 2. We might just do 1 because you have 4 limbs, so you might need at least 2. So we got tourniquet, definitely shears, definitely enough PPE for you and your friends just in case, and a lot of bandage, or not bandage, but a lot of 4x4s, 5x9s, and then you got some roll cling to keep it in place because you don't want to hold it the whole time. You want your hands free. Maybe some pressured bandage, and then maybe a patch. Oh, geez, I'm dropping everything. Maybe a patch, a DA from crew patch. And then we also want to include like a little pamphlet just in case you forget in the moment. You're like, oh shit, what do I do? You open it up real quick. Bleeding. Okay, cool. This is how you handle bleeding. Little things like that. Missed. It's past midnight. Stay safe. Stay safe. Sasha, hope you're doing okay. Better have the crew patch. So that's the thing. We're looking up and pricing things, and we want to make it to where, well, we got Prop and Cootie 4 on the Discord. I posted a question in YouTube chat that I don't think Dan saw. Okay, I see you in the Discord, though. Just wonder about what he said on the placement of the tourniquet. More proximal armpit for the guy who blew his hands off. Just wondering. Hey, you know some medical terminology, distal, proximal. Just wondering why it wouldn't be more distal to nearest the trauma. So you can. The problem is, I'm going to answer that question here. So sorry about that. And I'm sure Scarlett's going to do it. Scarlett, can you go ahead? No, keep going, Scarlett. Go ahead. I saw you typing. It's always good to have the written text. So distal is away from the body. Proximal is closer to the body. So I say high and tight up here because this is an easy spot to shut off your brachial artery. You don't need this arm anymore. If this is blown off, you don't need your arm. So if you can shut it off here, that's good. Now you can shut it off down here, but then you start running into the problem of that's closer to the trauma, and it could slip off, a lot of blood, a lot of different issues. Plus, your radial artery is just that little itty bitty thing right here close to your wrist that you press against your radius. It's harder to pinch it with a circular thing. So, you remember you're trying to go around it, circum something around it, but it won't pinch because the radius and ulna is kind of in the way. But all you have up here is your brachial artery and your humerus. So the radius and ulna is kind of blocking a lot of the pressure. The humerus is just in the center, and then the brachial artery is off to the side. So it will compress and it will close it off a little bit more. So you could do that there. I prefer just high and tight, call it a day, do it right there, because who knows, you see this injury down here, the hand blown off, and you apply a tourniquet, but then you kind of keep doing your assessment and you see there's an injury here and you're bleeding out. So it's just better, just real quick, boom, right here. That's just my recommendation. There's other people that teach differently, but I'm just going to do high and tight right there, high and tight right here, up in the femoral area next to the groin, unless, you definitely can get it down here. It's a little bit easier down there, but that's just what I would be doing. There's plenty of other ways of doing it. And you know what? I could be, I'm not saying I'm wrong, because I know I'm not, because that's how I was trained, but there could be a better way of doing it, and I just haven't seen it yet, and I'll do the research before I make a tourniquet video. But for now, I recommend high and tight. There's like just wondering what that was. How do you know when you're ready to move from straight roads to more curves and twists? Less than 6 months on the road. Any advice? Crits. How are you doing on 90-degree turns? Are they pretty easy? Pretty easy, stoplights, stop signs, all those things. No, newbie, I am not wrong. Scarlett's not wrong either. He's not wrong either. There's different ways, different protocols, different places do it. I see you in there too. No, you guys are both. He's not wrong, or I'm sorry. She's not wrong. I'm not wrong. Just different protocols. I just like it the easiest way. Instead of having to think about it, it's just high and tight. You know what I mean? I don't want to think when I'm out in an emergency situation. We can min-max, like minimize, maximize our potential and what we're doing, and like get it right above, or we're thinking about inches at this point. I don't want people to think about inches. So maybe that's where I'm coming from, is I'm thinking in terms of how do I best just say do this and then you'll be fine, and you could deal with the after stuff later, instead of how do we make it to where we're thinking about, like she said, surgeons and different things like that, possible prosthetic, so that's when you're thinking more of like an EMT. We're both right. Yeah, Sean, we for the last 4 or 5 years of my service, we were really introduced to tourniquets. And then the last 3 or 4 years, no, the last like 2 to 3 years, we were in active shooter scenarios, and the police and military were just saying, just do high and tight. So we had different training. That's all it is. Let's not get too caught up on it. I just wanted to answer the question. Let's not get too caught up on, placement right now. Scarlett and I actually might, I might collaborate with her on what we think would be best for a layman's, bystander. When it comes down to the actual class, it's always good to have 2 or more. Build up your own trauma kit. Saline trauma. Ooh, you got a lot in there. Philo, she's doing great. We have the Rebel. We got the Rebel. Not riding it right now. It's a little cold. I don't know. We'll see. She's having a great time. She's volunteering at an animal hospital, so you know she's doing great there. So I'm not gonna pull her to do riding. She's got her passion right now. So her passion isn't motorcycles compared to other things. So why push that away, right? So if anything, that means I got 2 bikes, right? Thanks, Josh. I appreciate it, man. Josh Billingham. I was overwhelmed when trying to put trauma bags together until Dan mentioned one day that your job is to help stop blood, and that's about it. Yep. You're part of the chain of survival, Carter. Exactly. Solo J, do I ride year round? Yes. I have multiple kits. Over the years I built up, winter kit, summer kit. Gear. That's what I mean. And so I can ride year round if I want to. But Carter, yeah. So you're part of the chain of survival. So the very first part of that is literally somebody has to get hurt. Okay, boom. That's when it starts. And the next step, it typically is when EMS shows up, EMTs, fire, all that. But there's that gap because somebody has to call 911. Okay, boom. Now we add that into the chain of survival. So somebody got hurt, call 911. From calling of 911 till they show up, there's a gap. How do we decrease that gap? How do we include some help in there? And that's when we show up, the riders, and we rescue somebody. So when we show up, call 911, and we stop the bleeding, we do as much as we can until EMS shows up, and then they take over. We're not removing EMS from anything. We're not trying to do their job. We're just trying to stop the bleeding. We're just trying to breathe for the patient if we have to. And then we're also trying to minimize any potential other things. So if they crash in the middle of the road and there's cars whizzing by, we help slow down traffic, stop traffic, or move the patient out of there in an emergency move. So that's all we're doing. So don't think too hard. Don't be like, I got to get all this. I got to get this. I got to get this. And then all of a sudden your bag is huge and you can't fit it on a motorcycle. That's why I don't like the trauma bags that I see, because it's like Band-Aids, ibuprofen. You have, shit you don't need in there. And it's like, if you get that, you're going to remove almost 3/4 of it. And then you have to buy other medical supplies to put it in. And at that point, it's like, I should just got a bag and did it myself. And that is what happened to me. I went looking for these bags and I went to My Medic and all these things. It's like $240 for a kit. And it's the $240 for this bag with stuff in it. I think that's ridiculous. This little bag, it was like $240. You guys think I'm joking? I'm not saying their stuff is bad. I think some of their stuff is actually pretty dang good. Sold out. Okay. Oh, it's sold out. Well, how much was it? It was, yeah, so it's same thing. Don't give me notifications. Same little bag. Where's the advanced kit? So advanced. Oh, they legit sold out. It was like $240 just a while ago. Yeah, so this little bag was $240. So when you look inside, this is not my kit. But let's see. So this is their basic, and I'm not saying their stuff is bad, but when do you need a thermometer? I get it. Okay, maybe tweezers. Yes, you definitely need this. Okay, 2 sets of gloves. Okay, that's pretty good. What else do we have here? Tylenol. We got Benadryl. So if you have an allergy attack, Benadryl could be helpful in anaphylaxis, but we're not dealing with that. You got Pepto. Do we need Pepto in our trauma kit? We do need a blanket. That's good. CPR shield. That's good. Ace bandage. That could be okay. This is a triangular bandage at the top. So that's a triangle bandage right there. So that's good. But I want 2. You got 2 arms. Burn shields. I'm not too concerned about that. We're not trying to solve the problem. A whistle can be good. Little bitty Band-Aids. I think those might be reflective strips. Sting relief. Do we need that? That's more of a first aid kit. I want a trauma kit. We have 2 alcohol swabs. It looks like we have lip balm. I don't think we need that. I don't know what these things are. Sanitizer. I don't think we need sanitizer. So look on the far right. So let's go over here. Oh, not there. Let's do this. So 4x4s. That's what those are. So we got a little itty bitty, I think that's like a 2x2, and then you got a 4x4. You get 4x4s. I just pulled this out of my kit. And okay, cool, they're sterile. That's great. I'm not too concerned about that. We have antibiotics in this country. This is right here. I don't think I have enough in my own kit. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I want to have at least 15. And these are just little 4x4s. So when you open it up, we're just having a little good time now. When you open it up, it's just basically cotton. It's cotton. So you pack a wound with that. Now there's other things called 5x9s, and it's more so like a woman's sanitary pad, so it absorbs a lot. So I'm going to be including those too, and you don't see that in here. But you only get 4. I want you to have a ton. Okay, so these are the things that you need. I think these might be ammonia strips. You don't want to have ammonia in your kit. It's okay to have a pupil gauge, a little pupil light, but you're not trying to find out those types of things. This is one roll cling. That's just one. And I've been taking mine out. I filled all this up, and that's what this is. Okay, sterile or not, you need more of those. But look at most of this stuff is Band-Aids. Most of this stuff is Band-Aids. And then over here in the advanced kit, you get a chest seal. Okay. That's hard to train people on when to do that. You have a rapid tourniquet. So I'm interested in those. Those are supposed to be pretty good. I might get some of those instead. You got quick clot. There's pros and cons with that. There's pros and cons with that. You got a glow stick. Those can be good. Who here knows how to do an MPA? Is that the right size MPA too? So anybody here in the chat with medical experience, are you supposed to use an MPA on somebody with a possible skull fracture? What's the contraindications with that? It's a burn shield, a cut kit. So it looks like your suture kit almost. You got tweezers. You got scalpels over there. You got electrolytes, aspirin, ammonia towelette, Dramamine. I mean, this is $240, guys. This is $240. Yeah. You only get one. I would prefer an OPA in my kit than an MPA, but then you need like different sizes. $240. And that's the thing, is that it's high quality stuff. $240 for the advanced kit. Yeah, there it is. Look at it. So let's get a black one. Actually, let's go red. Basic, 120. Oh my gosh. Look at this. Okay. All right. Oh, that backing comes off? Okay. All right, cool. Button strips. All right. There's a button strip right there. Cool. Heavy duty handle. All right. I don't know how heavy duty you need it to be. I got a handle too. Trifold design. Oversized zipper. A pretty big zipper. Molly straps. Okay. Yep. All right. Cool. So I feel like I'm talking shit about their product, but I'm trying not to. What I'm trying to get at here is I want you guys to have a kit that doesn't cost $240. I want you guys to have a kit that is reasonably priced. You get the training with it, and then you save that money and go take a class. That's what I want. Newbie. Solo with the 5. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Yeah. There's some other kits on Amazon. They're like, $40 and they're almost the same thing, but way cheap materials. Guys, I want to get you guys something that you can actually use and it's beneficial for you and your buddies. So I'm really working hard. We're trying to make it to, and I understand why they have it that much. It's a hard process to make it as minimal as possible. But the main thing is I want you guys to have the training involved, and you can't just get the training from a product. You could buy the med kit and trauma kit. What do you do with it? So I want you guys to have that training, and that's gonna be free. My only goal is to make sure you guys are safe and you're able to protect and rescue other riders. That's my only concern. That's my only goal. So let's see if we can make that possible. We might have pre-orders. I think we're gonna do probably like 25 kits to start, and if it sells out like instantly, then it's gonna be a new thing. We're gonna, instead of shirts and stuff, we're gonna have trauma kits and trauma training, and then motorcycle training, and we're really gonna focus hard on that. But we want to make sure everything's possible. I don't want to spend all my time doing this and I can't do a class. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I just wanted to share that with you. Oh, and then this is how big it is. So the size of a Sprite can. That's how big ours is. So what do you guys think? Is that too big? Is that too big for you? Yeah, Solo J. So make a playlist with vids on how to yeah. So that's the plan. That's the plan. And then also the plan is to develop a website. We got somebody going, instead of just the D-Diff and Crew website, which I've had for like 3 years straight. I want to update things. So we're gonna have at some point have it as an e-course. So it has written, because YouTube you can't do written stuff and no quizzes. But in the meantime, I will have a playlist, and it's gonna be, here's the kit. Here's what's in the kit. If you want to build a kit, here's how to build a kit. If you don't want to build a kit, here's how you can buy a kit. If you don't want to buy a kit, you just want to learn, cool. So this is what you can do. This is bleeding control. This is the basics of ABCs, the airway, breathing, circulation. This is how you do this. This is how you. I'm gonna go down the list of everything. How to apply a tourniquet, how to stop the bleeding, and what to do if the bleeding doesn't stop. How to talk to dispatch, or how to talk to 911. All those things. I want to get it out to you guys, and in order for me to do that, it takes time. And right now, I'm in the process, and I'm just gonna share with you guys. I'm having a good time. We're just hanging out. Let's go back to the office. I'm just hanging out with you guys. I just want to share some of behind the scenes. I'm literally in the process of working my ass off to. We got some editors right now, so I don't have to focus on editing so much. So if you notice a little difference in the editing with all the fun stuff, that's the editors throwing in some of their comedic value to it. I love it. I've been working with them for only like a couple weeks, so we're working on that. So that way I can free up time for myself, so I can do more live streams. So I wanted to do Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays. I felt like Wednesdays or one of the days was just too much, so now we're cutting it down to Tuesdays and Thursdays, guys, at 3 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. That's it. Okay, Tuesdays and Thursdays till I feel like I can add more. I'm not removing more. Tuesdays and Thursdays. And this way I can focus on working on the website. I got somebody working on the website. I got somebody, Matt and I are going to figure out the best way to get these trauma kits going. We're working on new gear. We're working on new things. I'm working on some training situations. There's just so much that I have to do. And like I said, I'm a one-man show that I want you guys to be safe. And it's like, I can't just keep doing videos. I have to do some other things. We got to expand. So Angel Crisis with the 50, really glad to see the progress on this. There's a total, here's the Fantastic 2021. I'll be sending you an email soon too. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Because I remember you asking me what I would do with 50 grand right now. And I told you lay the foundation. And it's like, these are the things that I'm doing. And just to go back to that question, if I had 50 grand, I'd hire everybody that I can just so I can do less, so I can do more. Right now, I feel like I'm the bottleneck of DanDanTheFireman LLC, and we're working really hard to make sure this is doing well. Got a book coming out. We're working on that, so it's just, man, There's just so much, and I can't wait. So 2020, it was about me figuring out what it is, what direction I wanted to go, and how I wanted to go, and I think we got it. And now 2021 is about putting it into action, and we're gonna do it. Solo J hiring programmers. I got one local. I got a web developer local. We're moving on towards that. Moving on towards that. If you have a tank bag, saddlebag, or top case, you can easily stash exactly Jado. And I want it to be a certain color, right? Because if you crash, I don't want you to be like, hey, get my first aid, my trauma kit, and they go through your bags and it's like camo or it looks like a toolkit for like a bike. And they're like, where is it? Where is it? I want it to be high vis. You know, it's obvious this is a trauma kit. You know what I mean? So there's all these different things that I'm coming up with that I want to make sure you guys are safe. The contents need work. Yeah. So I'm going to stuff it with stuff that you need. And here's the thing, Prodigal, that's a great thing. I don't want a trauma kit because a lot of these trauma kits and first aid kits are for one person. You spend all this money, you have this thing, and it's for one person. If you're in a group ride and you're the only one with it, and you only have enough supplies for one person, how many times is there usually 2 people that crash? Maybe 3. I want enough in there for 2 people, but obviously not too big. So I'm trying to figure out how to efficient to make it, but enough for 2 people. So that way, if you crash and they crash, you have enough supplies for yourself. If it's like a terrible situation, there's honestly nothing you could have done anyways. I'm trying to, we're Matt and I, like I said, 17 years of experience. We're putting it together and making it actually happen. Need to work out, Joe. Me too, Jado. Do you use the Dr. ABC danger response airway breathing circuit? No, Michael Stead, where did you get that? I like the danger response part. I always did the CAB and ABCs. It kind of flips around a little bit. So circulation, airway breathing. Circulation is a very huge life threat, but I like the doctor part, the danger response. Time suppression. I've actually been working on getting learning management system stuff rolling out for nonprofits. So happy. Time suppression, I might need to get you. I've been trying to learn how to use LearnDash and some other LMS. And yeah, I think I got your email, but that's interesting. Go ahead and email me again. Say, hey, I'm doing learning management software stuff. I do have a web developer on hand. I think she can handle a lot of it, but I could always use some more tips. You know what I mean? If you can give me tips, at least, that would probably help me out a lot. See, CJ Mita, we got some good crew members here, baby. Prodigal Stranger, thank you for helping out. That's the beauty of this crew. We have mentors in the chat. If I can't get to you, guys, they're going to get to you and they're going to help you out. Same thing with on the Discord. Discord's free, so if you ever feel like you need a question answered and I'm not here, go to the Discord, guys. When is that advice vid coming out for newbies purchasing their first bike? So Carol, so that was great questions. I have Matt. He's actually going through the list and he's making some responses. So we're going to get that going. Is there a certain question that you have? Because I can maybe see if I can get him on the Discord and we can hold a special session. But if not, we're going to get it out to you guys as soon as we possibly can. As soon as we can. Might have to make it easier, just make a video real quick. You know what I mean? And then polish up something else later. Thanks, Angel Crisis. Dude, I appreciate it. Thank you so much for the donations, everybody, and all the memberships. It helps a lot. Like today, probably paid for me getting at least 5 kits, and basically, funding the kits to go out and get them going. Because it's a lot of money just to buy all the stuff and then hope you can sell them, at least to make it back. I'm just trying to tell you guys some of the business stuff. It's just. The videos are free, but then the moment we make it real life and it's like I got to purchase $1,000 worth of supplies, I mean, that's a risk. It's a risk. So that's why I'm hoping it's like, maybe they'll sell, but I think they will. So I'm pretty excited about that. And that's another thing is that if it sells really well, the goal is to then at that point be like, hey, you know what? For the gear giveaways, we're going to give away over $1,000 worth of Revzilla gift cards, but places 4 through 10 get a trauma kit with the training. The goal is to be able to create my own stuff like my books, a trauma kit, gear. So then when I do the giveaways, I don't have to give away Revzilla stuff. I can give away very important stuff like a trauma kit and the training and my book and possibly other books, other people. and it's like give that away too. And the only way I can do that is if I actually create it. So that's what 2021 is about, is creating stuff for you guys outside of just videos. Ryan McCabe, thank you, man. I'm learning all this on my own. I literally came into this, guys. Here, I want you guys to understand this. I literally came into having classes like this, you know, in this beautiful office that Newbie helped me out with, you know, and making videos just based off of the fact that I wanted to share the knowledge I have. And then all of a sudden people are like, we really like the knowledge that you have and how you share it. I want this. I want a trauma kit. I want a training. I want to ride with you. It's like, I can't do it all. And it's like, well, how do I make it to where I can do it all and still give you guys what you need? It's like, oh, I guess that's where business stuff comes in. So I have to learn about business. And it's like, that's why I want Matt to work with me. I don't want to, I just want to do this. I don't want to learn about business, but you kind of have to. And at the same time, it's like you can go down the route of how much, like, try to make as much money as possible. Kind of like the same aspect of trying to get from point A to point B as fast as possible. To me, it's like, I don't care about that. I want to give back as much as I can, because I public servant. I really don't give a shit about money. I really don't. I just want to be able to fund the things, and that's what I'm learning, is that it's like, well, you kind of have to care about it, because in order to fund the things, you have to have I'm learning about it, capital and all these other things to, hey, enter the gear giveaway, baby. Woo! To actually make it happen. So I got these big goals of a training facility. It's almost like an amusement park. So you have one section for parking lot practice, one section for stunters, one section for men to get around a campfire and have discussions about mental health, one section to introduce, like, for a class. So you have people showing up and teaching about trauma and you know, what to do in those situations. And then I have I'm thinking of like a little kid here, and I'm finding out I have to freaking raise money for it. What the hell? I just want to be able to do it here. But I want to be able to do it. I really want to be able to do those kinds of things. Stampy Dragon Doctors ABC is about, oh, okay. So UK. Huh. I'll learn about that. Will you be delivering worldwide? I've only had just joined. Finley, I don't know. Shipping might just be way too crazy. I might be able to ship worldwide, but I heard some customs, they like go through the stuff and steal a lot of the things. So in that situation, I would then think, well, if that's the problem, and it would never reach you, Finlay. If it doesn't reach you, how can I get it? How can I teach you to put your own kit together with locally sourced things? And that way it would be cheaper for you. At the end of the day, like I said, I don't care about if you buy my thing. I care about if you can actually have something. So that's a good problem to give me, because then I'm thinking right now. Then that means whenever I do develop the official kit, I'm also going to develop a way to create your own without buying mine. And I know Matt's going to be like, you shouldn't be talking like this, because then you're telling people not to buy your kit. I don't give a shit. I want you guys to have your own, whatever it is. And I'm trying to make my own. That way you don't have to think about it. But if you want to think about it, here's how you do it. And I'm going to do that for you, Finlay. I'm going to do that too. And that might be one of my first videos, because that's easy to do. Just describing what is in it. You know what I mean? Jose Antonio Malfavon Ruiz. How you doing? Yo bebo 0-calorie soda. I'm learning Spanish on Duolingo. That's another thing. Is 2021. I want to learn Spanish. Yo bebo, tu bebe, right? Ella bebes. Is that how I say it? I'm learning, guys. I'm learning. I donate here instead of buying. I'd rather just hand you cash on it. Hey, Angel Crisis, man, I appreciate it. I really do. But the thing is, I want to be able, instead of stock, I want to be able to have something for you, so that if you do want to donate, it's not really donating, it's buying something, and then you get something in return. That's why I don't do a lot of merch. I don't do merch anymore. I just don't. but we were going to get into 2021 because I really wanted to make sure the content was good and valuable. And then if you want to buy merch, you buy merch. So we're going to get stickers back. We're going to get shirts back. We're going to get hats in stock. We're actually going to have a stock. We're going to get some things so we can make it work. Just recently started riding a Honda Ruckus. That's fun, dude. Portland, Oregon. Good luck. That's it's very beautiful up there. Bethany is Trevor. There's like an area of Bethany. I think it's Bethany, Oregon, or is that just a neighborhood? I don't know if it's like a subdivision. Beautiful area. I would love to move up near Portland. I really would. Oh, the rest of your videos help me more alert of the drivers in avoidable situation. Awesome, Trevor. Glad. CJ, meet the. Been a while, man. I know this is off topic, but how did you get that virtual office? It's so cool. Also, how do you switch camera angles seamlessly and on a live stream? I don't know. It's like we're able to do some crazy things with technology. If I give you the secrets, you never know. You never know. Green screen stuff. So you know what? Here in the chat or in the Discord, I'm gonna go ahead and do a selfie. So if you guys are on the Discord, let's see. There we go. I'll put this on the Discord. So that's just, it's hard to show the movie magic on this one. Let me get it to the Discord. One second. Yoink. It's hard to explain. I don't know if you've answered this before, but how did you decide your channel name? I just thought it sounded cool. Dan the Fireman. I just thought it sounded cool. I don't know. I don't know. I couldn't do Lieutenant Dan. Open source trauma kit, yeah. No, we didn't need Spanish to be an EMT in AZ. We just, if it ever came down to a language barrier, we just went off of our training when a person couldn't speak. So we just kind of went with that. I knew a few things. I knew dolor. Mucho dolor. That's all I know. Stampy, I gotta figure out what happened, man. Gotta figure out what happened. I've talked to the mod team. Don't know exactly what's going on. Kind of left it up to them at that point. That's kind of what it is. Sorry about that. Open source kit available via GitHub. Yeah, see, you know. I'm looking at a couple helmets. The first time rider, the main one is the Quinn Design Spitfire. You got some good ones. Quinn Design. Quinn is pretty high tech stuff. You might be pretty good on that. I look like a giant. I'm having too much fun. I gotta get going soon. I gotta go for a WALK with my DOGGO. Cheers from the Philippines. Hey, Don B Motovlogs, how you doing? Gosh, I haven't done a motovlog in forever. Samantha, no problem. Also, Samantha, email me anything if I need to start working on it. I do better with like plug and play. So if there's like a structure I'm supposed to plug it in, I can definitely do it. I'm terrible with setting up the structure. That's what I think about all day, every day. And then now I have actually more time because I was mentioning I got editors now. I got more people actually kind of filling in the areas that I was being pulled 20,000 different ways. Now I'm only being pulled 10,000 different ways. So I feel like I have more time. $50cc, no problem. French toast, A420 freedom. 50cc's are fun. 50cc's are fun. Ooh, Great Dane, big boy. My little girl is very shy. I didn't do my Duolingo today. I need to get into that. Matthew, I'm sorry. Yeah, I got your email. Awesome. Yeah. Guys, I gotta get going though. I just realized little doggo is getting a little upset. So guys, we're gonna go ahead and end the stream right now. In the class, we're gonna go ahead and do this again Thursday at 3 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. It keeps deleting my favorites. There we go. I don't know. Tom Cruise is crazy. We're gonna do another class. It's gonna be user submitted videos on Thursday. Adios. Oh, I'm supposed to be speaking Spanish. Sorry. Adios, amigo. Or shit. What is it? Is it just adios? I know Auf Wiedersehen. Yo bebo. Yo bebo Zevia. Yo como burritos. I know the basics like como se llama or como te llama, you know, stuff like that, but I don't. Scarlet, yeah. There you go. And here's the thing: anything is better than nothing. So if you have a tourniquet or if you have, you know, anything, just applying pressure is better than just standing there, right? Estoy bien. Woo, baby. Ciao. See, isn't it ciao? I don't know. What's the difference between ciao and adios? Y usted? So, y usted. I don't even know what that means. I need to learn more. I'm learning. I just started a couple days ago. I'm going to learn Spanish. I'm going to learn Spanish, guys. How cool would it be to hold a class in Spanish? Oh my gosh. That is a goal for me. Is to learn Spanish so I can teach a class. Oh, and you. There you go. Jeez. But I have such a white, like, like I sound, my accent is so white until I kind of get into it. Los dos significa la misma cosa? Ciao is Italian. Oh, see, I was trying to learn Italian one time. So Nikki just posted my doggo outside the door right now. So I'm going to share that on my Instagram. Guys, if you want to see it on Instagram, there's my Instagram too. Ciao equals... Oh, okay. I'm learning, guys. I can't wait to learn. I really can't. I think Spanish is one of the most beautiful languages out there. It's just so difficult for me right now. I think it's a beautiful language. Yeah, I'm going to get to a point where, because I'm learning on Duolingo, I'm going to get to a point where I can watch a novella and hopefully follow half of it. And then I'm just going to start watching novellas. I do like and comment, Tina, on anybody that tags me. If you tag me, I'll at least like it and I'll take a look at it. And I follow hashtag DanDanTheFireman and hashtag DDFM and also hashtag DDFM crew on Instagram. La gata? Look at me, I'm trying to have an accent. La gata? Ruby? La Rosa de Guadalupe. I'm trying so hard. I'm not there yet, though. I'll get there. I can roll my R's. I've always been able to, so I'm already ahead of the schedule on that one. Thank you, Nightbot. All right, guys, I gotta get going. I'll see you later.